Oh, we be live. Hello, Durud and Shalom. My name is Armin Navabi.
And I'm Ali Salani. Welcome back, everyone. We are eagerly awaiting what Donald Trump meant when he said he's going to bomb the effing S out of the Islamic Republic tonight. Seems like the response will be massive because a U.S. oil tanker was struck off of the coast of Egypt. We go here to off the coast of the port. We can see that the U.S. has had an oil tanker set on fire, and all day there were ships trying to set that fire out. Now, thankfully, that ship is quite all right. But as a result of this, when the ship was coming out of the canal, it was struck by two drones, largely believed to have been launched by Hezbollah. And Donald Trump has said quite a few things regarding this. Go into Washington. We can see that he made a pretty big and bold statement saying,
in the meantime, we're going to be hitting them very hard because it's our turn to hit them. They know it's coming. They're asking us not to do it, but they tried shooting it last night. So we had 5 rockets shot going 8,500 miles an hour, and all 5 rockets were knocked down to the ground. But they nevertheless took a shot. So it's our turn, and we'll see if we get there with an agreement at some point. But we're going to hit them very hard.
Gonna hit him pretty hard. Okay, guys, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Did you see the statement that he made regarding now I understand what Prime Minister Netanyahu, why the Prime Minister Netanyahu is regarding the Islamic Republic? Now I understand.
Oh no, can you pull that up while we play this?
Oh, okay, sorry. Let's go.
Oh no, not at all. I just meant, do you have that?
Yes. No, I
Okay,
thought
sweet.
I thought it paused. I didn't know it was silenced.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, go on. Okay, keep playing that while I find it.
And you withdrawing,
Oh, I don't see that. No, we're not. No, we're gonna hit them very hard. I mean, I can actually say that because in that there's very little they can do about it. It was a different group than we're dealing with. They've already apologized, but we got to smack them a little bit.
It was a different group that we're dealing with, but we've got to smack them a little bit anyway. So it looks like that is true. They are still talking. And we will see what the results of those talks are soon. But while we're still here in Washington, D.C., let's take a look at what Benjamin Netanyahu has said in his interview with Sean Hannity.
Yeah.
How'd that meeting go?
It was great. It was
Great.
one of the best meetings that we've had. And I always hate to disappoint our would-be critics who are trying to find, cracks in our alliance. And what they find, like today, is a wall of granite, because it's so clear. I mean, we have a common commitment. We don't want to see this fanatic regime in Tehran have nuclear weapons to threaten every American and to threaten the peace of the world and to threaten the existence of Israel. So we have a common goal, and it's going to be achieved either through diplomatic means or other means. But we're both committed to that, and that's the main headline that I would tell you.
So looks like Axios might not have been accurate when it comes out in the past couple of months saying Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump are yelling at each other, they're pissed at each other, they're fighting. And Benjamin Netanyahu comes out with a big smile saying, we had a great meeting. I mean, I've never actually seen him smile, probably. All right, he looks extremely happy. Yeah, he looks...
He look at that. I mean, there might have been some misalignment. And that's why he's so happy right now, because it seems like this is full alignment. Because that's why he's so happy. I mean, he couldn't play it again. He laughs. He's so happy. Just listen to that laughter.
How'd that meeting go?
It was great. It was one of the best meetings that we've had. And I always hate to disappoint our would-be.
One of the best meetings. One of the best.
Okay. So
if BB is happy, BB is happy, then something big is happening.
I actually thought about this, and there's two things here. So again, we knew that the Israeli team, Benjamin Netanyahu's team, when they walked into the Oval Office, they were anxious because they didn't know about the timing of things. It wasn't the objective of getting rid of the Islamic Republic, it was when. And it looks like they walked out pretty happy. And if we know Bibi, we know that he wants the Islamic Republic gone sooner than later. He has an election coming up as well. It looks like he's happy. There's two things that I thought about. One, Benjamin Netanyahu is happy because he is going to get the green light soon, and they are going to wipe out the IRGC. Or two, Benjamin Netanyahu was actually told to sit this one out, and that the US is going to deal with the Islamic Republic with the help of a few other countries, while Benjamin Netanyahu focuses on the proxies. That would be because enough countries in the Middle East absolutely hate Israel and don't want to see them more involved than they already are. Those are the two options that I see here, with option number one being much more likely, in my opinion. Armin, you said you found a clip of Donald Trump saying he understands now?
He talked to Trey Yingst, and this is what he said, right? He talks to Trey often directly, right?
Regime. The president also talked about his meeting yesterday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the Oval Office. He says it was a great meeting, adding he understands now. It appears that the relationship between President Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister is strengthening. And again, the president called that meeting in the Oval great. In terms of regime,
so the fuller report of this, if you look at it, it says that he now understands the level of aggression that Netanyahu has towards IRGC. Now he understands. He's coming to a better understanding of why, like, no negotiation, no MOU works. I mean, that's what's being communicated.
Wait, but didn't he say Donald Trump said Benjamin Netanyahu now understands?
No, wait. I mean, let me actually. That's not what the reporting says, but I'll double check if I'm getting this accurately. Let me see.
Okay, maybe we can play that clip one more time, if that's okay.
Okay, because everywhere else is reporting it. The full reports are suggested the other way, but I know what you're talking about because that was my understanding.
Regime. The president also talked about his meeting yesterday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the Oval Office. He says it was a great meeting, adding he understands now.
He as in himself.
He hasn't. So Donald Trump. He understands.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But I will go because everywhere else, like Iran International, everywhere else is reporting on this with this framing. If the framing is wrong, then everybody's getting it wrong. So I don't know. Like everybody is reporting it. So I'm not 100%. Like I'm not going to claim 100% certainty, but the way that everybody is talking about it is that President Trump says now that President Trump understands now why Netanyahu had no hope for negotiations, MOU, stuff like that.
I see.
Basically, now we have three things happening here, right? Well, four. Okay. First, Prime Minister Netanyahu is very happy. If he's happy, that means things are going in the direction that we like, and the Iranian people like as well. When he's smiling, then we should be smiling. President Trump is also saying that he's gonna, I don't know, bomb the effing S out of them. That's a good sign. President Trump saying now he understands. That's a good sign. And also the Islamic Republic agrees with you and me, Ali. You and I.
Because they actually. Well,
I mean, their behavior suggests that they don't think that there is the deal or negotiations or MOU is serious,
correct.
Right? Yeah, the Islamic Republic's understanding is that the Americans, when they come and say let's talk, they're not being serious. They want to attack and they want to escalate because the level of escalation the Islamic Republic is now involved with, it only makes sense if their understanding is that the Americans are done with the negotiations. I'm not saying they're correct, but that's the understanding of they might be correct, but that's the understanding of the Islamic Republic right now.
There's a loud bang, and I don't know what that was, but so
IRGC.
Actually, I was going to say the IRGC actually launched ballistic missiles an hour ago.
No, I said the loud bang that you heard was probably IRGC. They found you.
Yeah, their missile got me. They did actually launch missiles an hour ago. I'm not kidding. They launched ballistic missiles an hour ago, largely believed to go towards the Strait of Hormuz. So maybe at American ships. I'm not even sure. We don't have explosions after that. Do you guys remember when Mamdani threatened to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu? Does anyone remember that? Do you remember that, Armin?
Yep.
Well, Benjamin Netanyahu got asked that question. He said, well, you know, what if you went to New York and Mamdani arrested you? Let's see his response.
Me in this sense for you. You travel internationally.
Yep.
God forbid you had a medical emergency and you need to land. And you're about to land in a country that recognizes the ICC. It could complicate things. Do you worry about that?
Yeah, I think about it. You know, we have that's why we have special forces around. You know, I served for 5 years.
No, the IDF is pretty tough. They have a very tough.
Let's give them a new task. You know?
We have special forces around. Basically, Sean Hannity's asking him, hey, you know, what if someone doesn't, you know, recognize what you're doing and all of that? Just kind of referring to what if someone tries to get you? We got special forces around. Oh, the Jews.
Yeah. So here he's talking about other countries, right? Like, because New York, I mean, Mamdani doesn't have any power, right? But there are countries that, if there are, I mean, no power to arrest him. There are countries that do have the power. And if he ever has a medical emergency and he has to land in one of these countries that are a signatory to those BS, you know, so-called laws, then what is he going to do? He said, like, well, we're going to go. I have my forces.
Yes. Absolutely. Guys, we just heard Donald Trump speak on how we're going to hit them hard tonight. Looks like CENTCOM skies are actually pretty busy tonight as well, with a lot of refueling tankers over the past 60 minutes having taken off from Israel and Saudi Arabia, which are now patrolling the skies of the Middle East. Iraqis have claimed that they hear warplanes in the skies. And we have some other breaking news in Yemen that we'll get to in just a second. But it looks like most people are pretty certain that something big's going to happen. According to an Israeli official telling I-24 News, the Americans are preparing for something bigger than anything we've seen so far. And I would largely like to believe in the words of the President of the United States here. What I don't want to see happening are, I don't want to see us striking sand dunes. I don't want to see us striking old pipes laying on the side of warehouses anymore. We need to put some significant pressure on the IRGC where it hurts. And last night, we did put some pressure on where they really hurt. Last night, we ended off the stream telling you guys, or asking you guys a question. Who struck the terrorist militias in Iraq last night? We didn't know the answer, but afterwards, after the show, Armin and I were talking, and it looks like CENTCOM came out with this statement saying the CENTCOM, U.S. and Saudi forces strike IRGC terrorist sites in Iraq. Does anyone know why that's significant? Guys, I've watched the show. I've been telling you that the most important proxy of the Islamic Republic, in my opinion, at the moment, is Hashd al-Shabi, the Popular Mobilization Front. They're in Iraq. They're the ones that we saw hundreds of Toyotas cross into Iran to suppress the Iranian people. That's them. And that's an A-10. It's an A-10 Warthog, and that specializes in the destruction of mechanized columns or tanks and other such stationary targets that can't move so easily. They conducted such successful strikes last night on the PMF headquarters that we actually saw. I'll show you guys a clip of it here. Mute that. But we actually saw them strike a command center and a munitions depot with dozens of secondary explosions going off. They must have had a ton of rockets and missiles in there from the IRGC that are all gone. Now, that's not the only thing gone. Before I show you guys the aftermath, which some of you might be very happy to see, this clip ends, we will show you guys the strikes that Saudi Arabia and CENTCOM conducted. We have the cities of Nineveh, Diyala, by the way, This was one of the heaviest strikes. And for those of you who don't know, Diyala was actually a former MEK camp. Camp Ashraf was a former MEK base that was given to the Popular Mobilization Front, or taken over rather, when the MEK retreated into somewhere in Eastern Europe. Multiple other cities, including Baghdad, south of the capital, were all struck. And let's see the aftermath. So, you know what's strange, Armin? It's a little bit weird to me, is that a lot of, these were strikes in Iraq, right? So I'm actually kind of wondering why we see, oh, it wasn't that one, actually. Let's go back to this. So why is it that over 20 IRGC officers were killed? Anyone know? What are the IRGC doing in Iraq? Armin, what are the IRGC doing in Iraq? What are they doing there?
Tourism.
Okay. I didn't know that. Tell me more.
Beautiful sights in Karbala, maybe pilgrimage. And it has nothing to do with them. I mean, Hajj al-Shabi is not being controlled by IRGC. They're a completely independent.
No, of course not.
Unrelated militant group. The IRGC just happened. It was quite an accident that they were there at the same time. They have nothing to do with it.
Absolutely. So, it's a little bit weird when we when we see images like this. It's just quite strange to me. Because, what are these coffins doing in Iraq with the Islamic Republic flag on them? I'm just kind of curious. If anyone has the answer in the chat, please let me know. I'm actually not really sure. What are the IRGC doing in Iraq? Are they responsible for all the terrorism that goes on in that country? I mean, it'd be hard to defend that, right? It'd be pretty hard to defend that.
Why, the IRGC doesn't get to have some time off going to Iraq?
The vacation, right?
Sightseeing.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we have some breaking news coming out right now of explosions in Iran, and we are going to wait for better confirmation on them. I want to make sure we get people in Iran confirming that for us directly. Meanwhile, in Iraq, we have massive security deployments in Baghdad's areas after rockets were being launched towards Saudi Arabia today from there. So it looks like the Iraqis are trying their best here to fight these militias. Key thing to keep in mind, the Popular Mobilization Front is the most important proxy to the Islamic Republic right now. It's actually not the Houthis, in my opinion. The reason I say that is because the Islamic Republic is most afraid. This is how you get them to fault. They're most afraid of the Iranian people having an uprising, overthrowing the government. The Hashd al-Shabi are the primary murderer and perpetrators of the massacre of the Iranian people in terms of proxies. They are finding it more difficult right now to pack up and go into Iran and start killing Iranians the next time there's a uprising. They're getting paid less. We arrested all those politicians. They had cash that's untraceable. It's used to pay these militias. Everything that happens to these militias in Iraq is to the complete benefit of the Iranian people, and something I support 100%, whether I'm an American or an Iranian. Let's take a look at the breaking news. So we have multiple reports of explosions in Iran. I'm waiting for Shin and Vahid online to get confirmation on that. It should happen any second now. And we do have massive US Air Force tankers up in the sky at the moment. Looks like there's some NOTAMs being issued over the Middle East at the moment for unknown reasons. People actually don't know why. There's no reason being reported. Before we get into that, let's take a quick look at Israel. Everyone knows that the United States sends millions and millions to Israel in terms of foreign aid. Well, that's actually about to start changing. Benjamin Netanyahu, with his meeting with the President of the United States, Steve Witkoff, JD, and Kushner, has reiterated what he's been saying for the past few months. He says, over the next 10 years, I want to reduce the aid that the United States gives to Israel to zero. So right now, we give $3.8 billion every year to Israel. This is supposed to expire in 2 years, and they do not want to renew it. Benjamin Netanyahu, in turn, only wants $500 million for missile defense funding, and he is proposing to create a joint fund of $16 billion between Israeli and American scientists and defense companies to research new weapons systems. As a result of that, he wants to build a fighter jet produced domestically within the next 10 years. That will most likely be a Gen 5 or Gen 6, similar to the F-35 or next-gen fighters. The Israelis are most definitely able to produce. So that is some updates if you are an American citizen and were wondering about those aids there. Let's show you guys a very annoying clip before we go on to the next part. This is a video of the United States intercepting ballistic missiles launched at them from the IRGC. This is in Jordan, and it has quite possibly the most annoying watermark I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I'm not even focusing on the ballistic missile interceptions there in the middle. It's just...
Wait, are those not also ballistic missiles? No? Okay. They look... No, those are Shahed drones. The Telegram logo looks like a Shahed drone. Yes, no, yes.
The Shaheds.
Those are, in the background, those are missiles and those things going round and round. Look, they look like a Dorito. They're Shahed drones.
You know, in terms of ridiculous clips, Armin, have you ever heard of the Durka Rider? The Durka Rider? No? He's like the Ghost Rider, but he's just a little bit different. And he was seen in the streets. The legendary Durka Rider was seen in the highway in the middle of the desert, Iran today. Look at him. He's there to fight the Americans. He's there to commit jihad on behalf of the Islamic Republic of Iran. He is carrying the, you know, that's got to be a nuclear warhead or something on his back. I mean, look at him. Look at this guy. Guys,
pack it up. Pack it up, Americans. You know what, guys? Ali is American. I'm not American. Go after him, okay? I give up, okay? I give up. Ali, American, target him. There's no chance. We have no chance.
He's got a paper mache rocket. Actually, I kind of want to see what he says on the rocket there. What is he saying? What?
Something.
Yal Tarat?
Wait, hold on. No.
Is that Arabic?
I
think that's Arabic.
Khamenei. Something Khamenei. Is that Al Khamenei?
I don't know. No, but like this part right here, that's... What does that say?
I don't know.
That's Arabic or something. I don't know what that means. Sorry, guys. We don't really speak that.
Oh, here.
We got some more.
Al Khamenei. Oh my God. What the hell? Why does it have an Al in front of Khamenei?
Wait, no, yeah, what? Al Khamenei.
Why do you put an Al? Where is this?
I don't know. This is in Iran. Look, I'll play the clip. Listen to it.
Is this in Khuzestan?
سلام خدمت دوستان. یکی از جانفداها که ثبت نام کرده بود لانچر رو برداشته داره میره به جنگ آمریکا. ای نگین این جانفداها نمیرن.
That's so funny.
آجا کی شلیک میشه؟ آماده باشید. فعلا تو آتش بس.
So this guy in the beginning is saying, look, for those of you who said that the Islamic Republic doesn't have suicide units, look at him. He took his missile launcher and he's going to go fight the Americans. God. Well, that's a legend of the Durka Rider, ladies and gentlemen. God, what in the world is happening here? We have a very special report coming up for you guys.
So Gandalf in the chat is saying, okay, so it is Arabic. Sarat Khamenei. Okay, here's the Persian translation. Yani khun khahan Khamenei. So people who are blood, who want to sink, people who want blood for the revenge of Khamenei. People who want revenge.
Yeah. We are going to take a look at how the Islamic Republic is crumbling. We have 3 distinctive things to share with you guys. One is the economic report on how they're falling economically, which is happening day by day. We'll tell you exactly how it's happening. Super easy to understand. Number two, we're going to go into the IRGC group chats, their political discussion groups, and we're going to show you what they're saying right now. And three, we have, for the first time, a census of the Iranian people. They actually interviewed about, I think it was 50,000 or 20,000 of them, something like that, and got to get some statistics on who showed up on the streets on January 8th and 9th. What was the percentage of the people that showed up, and what did they say, and what did they want? So we're going to come up with those for you guys, starting off with Secretary Scott Bessent, the overlord of economic warfare. We're still waiting on confirmation on the explosions, although we're hearing some reports. Treasury Secretary, thank you very much for once again putting more sanctions on a specific IRGC-linked firms and people. This is great. This time, they are targeting the Strait of Hormuz insurance companies that the IRGC uses to transit vessels. So it looks like it's getting harder day by day for the IRGC to conduct any sort of shipping that they might be doing, which is zero at the moment. The blockade is still in effect and ripping the Islamic Republic a new one. In fact, I think, Armin, in my opinion, the blockade is the most effective weapon towards the Islamic Republic at the moment. What do you think?
It is the most effective one being done, but it's not the most effective thing that can be done.
Yes.
Yes. The most
Absolutely,
effective thing that can be done is destroy everything Islamic Republic related.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And look at how bad it is in general. So this is actually an infographic from Saeed Ghassanijad, right-hand man of Prince Reza Pahlavi. The inflation in Iran is 66% in the last 12 months. That's the average. Year over year, it's closer to 90%, and each month it's 3% now, which is 6% down from 1 month ago. So 1 month ago was 9% monthly inflation. Now it's 3%. Guys, keep in mind, if you have $100,000 in the bank and there's 66% inflation, you just made $100,000 this year, well, say goodbye to most of that money. And good luck trying to feed your family and paying for everything that you need. It's not looking so good for the Islamic Republic's economy here, and they are pretty much in free fall. But the bad part about this is if we look down here, we can actually see that most of this burden with the scale tipping here is actually on the people, the majority of the people. So 73% of people are now low income, and they are bearing the brunt of this inflation that's happening. Why is this important? Economic triggers are one of the most common triggers for uprisings and protests worldwide. There is no shortage of sparks for the next time the Iranian people want to rise up, especially after the events of 2 days ago, where they publicly executed and live streamed 3 of our best and brightest members of the Iranian population, which is disgusting. And we can actually largely now go and look at what people in the Islamic Republic who are supporters of this regime are talking about today. We have a section called Alligrams, for those of you who don't know. I go into the IRGC group chats and I take a look at what they're saying, why they're saying, and I grab some messages to share with you guys that captures what the Islamic Republic supporters are thinking right now, today. With our first one being this person. And he's saying there was a party. The Islamic Republic went and arrested these young men. And I want to show this to you guys again. They arrested 110 young people who had a party. They charged them with charges of drugs and not wearing hijab and all of that. And people in the Islamic Republic who are supporters are criticizing the government for doing that, saying, you did a good job. You gave 110 people the worst memories of their lives. And for the rest of their lives, what was just a simple party has now become the reason for them to turn against the Islamic Republic and join Pahlavi. Turn against the Islamic Republic and turn against Islam. Wonderful. We also have this one. Now the translator broke for a second. Let me refresh that page, where we see Mohammad Hossein Mohammadzadeh. I don't know why he chose to put his whole name out there, and that's one of the, wow, that's a very, that's a very Islamic name, is saying that the Islamic Republic is fighting justly against infidelity and oppression. This person, M, whose name is also probably Mohammed, came out and said in January, where the massacre of the Iranian people took place, in January, the people of this country fought against infidelity and oppression, the real infidelity and oppression. The oppressors seized the national wealth of the people, and the people's share was only threats and repression. So the Islamic Republic is plundering the wealth of the country, and the only thing that the people get are threats and massacres. Like a sheikh who embezzles billions and seizes thousands of acres of land, but from the pulp, he would say that the high prices were God's doing. So again, throwing another insult at these Islamic theological mullahs, saying that you guys steal the wealth of the nation and then you blame the prices on something else when it's actually really your fault. The question is, what's your education? How much education do you have? What did you add to Iran? What did you add to the people? You added a military project? Did you add an invention? Or are you guys freeloaders? Don't you think, don't you think that you people who are completely illiterate and ignorant are actually knowledgeable? It's over. In the end, you can do whatever you want to us, but we will see what happens. And our next one, I don't know why the translator is breaking over and over again, but we have this as well. Here we go. I will show these in Farsi just in case anyone ever wants to pause and read them. And this person also responding to the same post saying, this Islamic government and anyone who stands against it must be killed. Whether it's 4,000 people, 40,000 people, or 40 million, we will move forward according to the words of the Quran. If someone says that the Islamic Republic is oppressive, know that they are saying that Islam is oppressive. Want to show you guys that there are people you will never change. People who talk about killing 4,000, 40, or 40 million, please, please, please believe them. Believe them. Do not doubt for a second that they're not telling the truth. This is not normal behavior. They will absolutely do this if they're given the chance. And we are seeing that in New York City, of all places, a place where 26 years ago something happened where apparently some people in that city have forgotten. The now mayor is saying the same things that Ayatollah Khomeini said 48 years ago. We have our next one here from Abu Hamid. And he's saying, sir, should the government or the private sector take over the management of these, cafes and businesses, or should we put it on the stock exchange and allow companies to operate it? You know how many people have been unemployed in these war conditions? These translations are a bit off. Saydinia, which is a company in Iran, has over 2,000 employees in its entire company, men and women. If they become unemployed, here's the important part, if they become unemployed, they will become enemies of the system. The respected judiciary should take measures to punish this company so that employees do not become poor. This is a regime supporter admitting that the more and more economic hardships and unemployment that raises, the more people will turn against the Islamic Republic. And he's so right, isn't he? Armin, the more people suffer economically, the less incentivized they are to support the Islamic Republic, aren't they?
Yep, very much so. It's getting to the point that even pro-regime jihadi-minded people are getting frustrated and losing faith in the regime because some of them were under the delusion that they would be spared. if they are pro-regime, they will not experience the same thing. But no.
But no, 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 they will not be spared. And we have our next one from Arshan. And Arshan is saying something about the public executions that happened 2 days ago. Someone says, good, we should have executed those 3 young men. And Arshan is responding saying, who are you that you have the power to control the lives of others? Are you God? If you're someone important, tell me. I'm a Muslim myself. Nowhere in the Quran does it write about being able to execute a man for his crimes like this disabled young man. So that's one more regime supporter starting to question the Islamic Republic. Let me write this here. I want you to read this in Farsi because this translation is a little bit rough because the Farsi is much better. Take a read.
Okay. شما چه کسی هستی که اختیار زندگی دیگران دست شماست؟ شما خدا هستی؟ اگه فرد مهمی هستی بگو. من خودم مسلمونم. تو کل قرآن ننوشته همچین جنایت‌هایی رو که بزنی یه جوون معلول رو اعدام کنی. Okay, so this guy is a good person, but his understanding of Islam is wrong. I think he's a good person. I don't know, right? So this guy is a Muslim, but he's against the Islamic Republic. And then he's attacking the Islamic Republic based on his understanding of Islam, which is not our understanding of Islam, but it's okay because he's against the Islamic Republic, right? So he's saying, who are you that think that you have the right, that the life of their other people is in your hands? Who do you think you are to be able to control who gets to live? Are you God? Are you an important person? If you're an important person, tell me. I am Muslim myself. In the entirety of the Quran, there is nowhere where it says that such crimes that you get to hit, to be able to kill a handicapped person is allowed, right? So this man is basically saying what you guys are doing is un-Islamic. You know, basically curse you for taking people's lives like this. This is not in the Quran, but he's wrong. It is in the Quran. Everything the Islamic Republic does, well, not everything. Most of the crimes of the Islamic Republic and way more is in the Quran, but it's okay. He's like, I appreciate this man being against the Islamic Republic, right?
Here's the thing, right? Like they're stupid, but at least they're kind of waking up to how bad the Islamic Republic actually is. And I'm fine with
they're
that.
ignorant, not stupid. They're ignorant of Islam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. Let's go with that one.
Yeah.
And we have our last alligrams that I grabbed for you guys. Let's go ahead and translate this one. This is more about the ideology of the Islamic Republic. So this one's calling out this Islamic Republic state media, saying the voice of Seda Sima, which is the national broadcasting state media, the voice of that is not dirtier than yours, calling out this specific state media called Farce. So you guys are the same. You're just as disgusting as each other. The Seda Sima, okay, the broadcasting state media, says they broadcast about 4% of the population, the 4% of the Durkas. And in this place, you guys, Farce News, do the same to the same 4%. Whatever you Farce News say against the government, they approve as well. So all the media is the same. You guys are controlling us with what you're doing. We see it. You guys aren't, saying anything against each other. It's all coordinated. And at the end, saying, may God forbid you do nothing but divide the nation. You're not Farce News. Like at least the Farce News that maybe Farshid once thought and new, but put this in Farsi for you so you can read it. Again, these translations are a bit rough. In fact, I should probably just copy and paste the Google Translate. Translations might be better for you guys. And perfect. Let's get caught up on the breaking news. Again, still no confirmation about the explosions in Iran. I see a lot of explosions in Iraq at the moment, and a lot of the Kurdish separatist channels are reporting a suspicious buildup of troop activity in the Kurdistan region. Let's go back to the map here. So, as we eagerly await the United States' response here, let's give you guys a bit more news about the Kurds and other such separatist groups, or freedom fighters as well. They're separate. We go here, southeast of Iran into Balochistan. The city of Iranshahr, which is the second largest city in, or most important city in Sistan Balochistan. According to Islamic Republic state media, an IRGC officer was assassinated today. Is it going to translate? Okay, anyway, whatever. An IRGC officer was assassinated today. Looked pretty targeted when I dug a bit more into it. And these Balochistan freedom fighters know exactly what they're doing. I think that's probably we're approaching maybe the 30s, in terms of assassinations in the past, I don't know, 4 months or so in that area. The IRGC are having shorter lifespans in the far reaches of the Islamic Republic. Similarly, on the west part of Iran, in the area between Erbil and Piranshah, which has been the majority of the fighting between the Kurdish separatists and the IRGC over the past month, we saw something else happen. So more skirmishes have been happening out, and more skirmishes happened today. At least 10 IRGC and Bassij members were casualties, so killed and wounded. We don't know how many of the Kurdish separatists were wounded, but they usually like to downplay their numbers on both sides. So I'm not going to really trust that 10 number. And again, this area is notoriously treacherous for its canyons and mountains. But it looks like the Kurdish separatists are launching some sort of offensive after being repeatedly targeted by the IRGC. Senator Lindsey Graham's bill has passed the Senate, and Senator Lindsey Graham himself has been not replaced, but his position has been taken over by his sister, albeit probably temporary. What we saw today was that the U.S. Senate has advanced Lindsey Graham's Russia sanctions bill. This is the bill that will be placing heavy sanctions on the Russian Federation's ability to sell oil, along with the Islamic Republic's ability to sell oil. They just slapped on some extra ones on there. So any country that wants to buy Russian oil and gas will now be slapped with a 100% tariff, along with many other limitations. This was overwhelmingly passed from 86 to 12. Which means that when it goes to the House, it will probably also pass, and the Russians are largely, as of this point, I mean, they were already really screwed, but they're even more screwed now. No one wants to go against the United States Treasury at this point. And speaking of which, if we take a look at here it is. So we have some analysis from FDD. And according to them, the regime is about to experience the underlying economic collapse head-on. Why? Inflation's at 88% in June, the highest since World War II in Iran. The currency of Iran is its lowest value in its history. And most importantly, this is new information. I double checked this, but gasoline rationing is happening, and is happening very hard. The Islamic Republic, despite being a very, very oil-rich country, has to import gasoline, about 30 million barrels of so a year, to meet its shortages. It can no longer do that because of the blockade, and we have seen miles-long lines outside of gas stations in major cities in Iran. They put subsidies on gasoline. Those subsidies are about to be halved. So the price of gasoline is about to rise twofold. Along with there being mass shortages, it's not looking so good at all for them. And I'm getting anxiety. I'm waiting for some confirmation of these explosions, but I'm not really seeing much in terms of legitimate people. We got explosions in Saudi Arabia. We got explosions in Iraq. We have the ballistic missiles that the Islamic Republic launched 2 hours ago, and that's it. It looks like the response from the U.S. has been a little delayed, perhaps. Before we go into some questions here, let's give you one more update. Here, just east of Singapore, something is about to happen. Jemima Shelley is someone who dedicates all their work to track the shadow fleet of the Islamic Republic, and has now alerted us to 18 different oil tankers in the shadow fleet of the Islamic Republic that are about to transfer ship-to-ship oil transfers. Let me zoom in for you guys here. So this is what they look like. They just kind of kiss on the open seas, and they start transferring the barrels of oil from Islamic Republic ships to other ships, and it's a lot harder to track there. That's largely what they've been doing. It's a way for them to get around sanctions. And we are keeping an eye on those ships. We actually have a list of every single ship that's doing this. That is publicly available information, thanks to Jemima Shelley and UANI, whose only job is to track the Islamic Republic's dark fleet. Just wanted to give them a little shout out there. And with that, let us go into something we have for you guys. It's a bit special. Armin, you remember January 8th and 9th pretty well. You were covering it as it was happening. We have something for you guys. We have a survey report. So this is from Gaman. It's a protest and war survey report, and I will read you guys the most important parts. So this is going to be about January 8th and 9th. What this information is going to show you is what the Iranian people said, what they wanted, and how many of them were there. How many of them want the Islamic Republic gone? This was back in January. It's more now. So we'll just read the summary here. So what they're saying is they sampled 31,450 people inside Iran from January till June. This is excellent data. And I'll just give you guys a bit of scientific information here. So what they're saying is the survey reports an approximate 95% credibility level with a credibility interval of plus or minus 3. So what that means is, just really simple talk. Let's say the United States government passes a bill where 50% of the Senate voted to increase taxes, okay? How confident are you that it was actually 50% of the Senate or 50% of the people who voted? I'm 95% confident. I'm 95%. That's how confident I am that this number is accurate, 95%. And the plus or minus 3 means that, oh, if 50% of people voted for it, I'm 95% confident that it's either between 47% or 53%, okay? So that's the room for error, which happens in every statistical analysis. Here's what they're saying. They're saying out of the 31,000 people that they interviewed, about 25% of these people said they participated in the January protests. But here's the thing. a lot of people who responded to this study actually said they preferred not to answer. So 50% said no, and 25% said I prefer not to answer, or I don't know. 25% of them said straight up yes. The people who said I prefer not to answer and the people who said no are slightly different. Armin, why would someone be incentivized to say I prefer not to answer that I went to the protests in January 8th and 9th?
Because there would be an online record of them that they are admitting to participating in something that will get severe punishment. In fact, the fact that
Death penalty, right?
20, well, no, it depends. But the fact that 25% said yes, that is extraordinary. That a quarter of the people actually decided to put it out there that is huge. That this.
I mean, if you had to like eyeball it, sorry, my audio cut out for a second. I thought you were done talking. Please go on.
No, go ahead.
If you were to just guesstimate, let's just say like 2 years ago, how many of these 31,000 people, what's the percentage that would have said, yes, I would go out and, in an uprising to overthrow the government?
Wait, how many years ago?
Just like maybe like 1 or 2, just before all this happened.
Oh, much lower than this.
Much lower.
Again, much lower. But here's the thing: 25% are saying they participated in the protests.
Correct.
That is higher than it should be.
So this was the question: did you participate in the January 2026 street protests? Yes. So that's the exact point I wanted to say. You guys might look at 25% and say that's low. Is 25% of a population low? Armin, what was the percentage of the population?
Wait, participated in protests in what way? Because I don't think 22 million people came out. 22 million people came out. Maybe participation in by other ways. I don't know, like online or in spirit or liking things or talking about things or being like supportive of it. Because the big, like I thought around 5 million people came out, which is huge, by the way. 5 million.
I thought 15.
Okay, 15, but not 22 million. So I don't know how we're getting 25%.
Right. So here's the thing: the limitation of this study is that the number of participants are in the 30,000s. If it was 40,000 and up, you'd have a much more accurate statistical analysis where you could say, okay, that's representative of the millions of the population. But even then, that's difficult to do. 31,000 is low, but the fact that in 5 months they got to interview 31,000 people and got this information to us is amazing on itself. Let's just say
this number seems too high, though, because
it is very high.
I don't think I don't think it's accurate. Like 1 in 4 Iranians did not come into the streets. 1 in 4.
So another limitation of the study could be their selection bias. It's hard to say whether they interviewed really old people or Islamic Republic supporters, things like that. I'm not sure who they would approach on the street and ask these questions to. I'm sure they'd put that on their study, but again, it's just not a way that you can verify it. There's no like FDA that will go and verify all this for you. So we have to take it at their word. So 25%, it might seem low to you guys, but it actually seems very high to us.
It seems it seems too high to the point that it's inaccurate. By the way, guys, you do like people need to know like 3% of the population coming out in the streets and being active in an uprising against the regime is enough to topple the regime. And we had more than 3% in the Lion and Sun Revolution, but then the Islamic Republic did something that most evil regimes wouldn't do, so that we couldn't even do it with much higher percentage of the population. But yeah, 25% seems like too high. Like even if you're aggressively against the Islamic Republic, it takes a special kind of person to decide to come out and risk it. You know what I mean? There are many people who are aggressively against the Islamic Republic, but they might not come out in the streets because they don't want to die. No, guys, I'm not missing survey size. I know that. I know what what are you talking about? Survey size. The survey size is like 30,000 is huge. It doesn't change. Survey size doesn't negate anything I'm saying. Does it, Ali? Ali is a scientist here. And nothing that I'm saying, is negates the survey size. You're muted.
Yeah. So the survey size representative of 92 million people would have to be much higher than 31,000 to be closer to 99% accuracy. 95% accuracy is still great, but at the end of the day, you've surveyed 31,000 people. It's not even 40,000 for it to be statistically significant, which is unfortunate, but it's the best data we have.
Yeah. By the way, this is from Gammon, right? Gammon is the head of Gammon is anti-Pahlavi. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Gammon is anti-Pahlavi, and even though they're anti-Pahlavi, their survey, I mean, maybe their survey is scientific, even though. Oh, look at this. What is this? Which one of the following factors influence your decision to participate in the? So they're saying only 54% saying Reza Pahlavi's call. Yeah. So Gammon is anti-Pahlavi. So take that into account.
Yeah. So what we can do actually with that data is we can pretty much loop in dissatisfaction with this together. But I mean, yeah. Okay, I actually didn't know that. That's a good piece of information to have here.
The guy in charge of it is a Mossadeghi. He loves Mossadegh, which means that they're
okay, gotcha.
leftist anti-Pahlavi people. So just I don't know if I'm not saying don't look at the data. I just want to say keep that in mind.
I'm taking a look at their other reports. In 2024, the Gammon report actually said that Reza Pahlavi had 31% support among opposition figures, which is the highest compared to everyone else.
But they still
so I guess they're definitely like musmulling the numbers here to an extent.
They don't change the numbers. The framing of they mess with the framing of the question, so they know what the question frames are framed in a way that they get the numbers that they like.
And in my opinion, I think they also kind of mess with the numbers here. So as someone who's written multiple papers, what you do is you can, to an extent, exclude some information to make your narrative sound much better than it actually is. And that will help you achieve your purpose, especially if you're being paid by a company to write this paper. So,
Gandalf,
and I think
Gandalf in the chat is saying, well, at that time it was 70 to 85% support for Pahlavi. Also, they messed with the questions. Yeah, Gandalf. Yeah.
Wait, what? What is this? In your opinion, how was the regime's handling of the January 2026 protests? Regime change supporters were 97% completely wrong. Wait, what?
Yeah, because they want more aggression.
I actually don't even know what that means.
Let me see. Here, I'll make sense of it. Okay, so these are principalists, means like the hardliners or whatever, right? Reformists, basically. So.
Okay, I get it now. Okay, got it.
Okay, regime change supporters is our people, right? So the so-called hardliners
dissatisfied.
The hardliners were mostly in support of it. The reformers were mixed the so-called reformers were mixed all around. Transitionists. Basically soft, the people who want to transition. So there's a difference between regime change supporters like us and transitionists, people who want to basically do a soft change, like they don't want to reform, they want to. So the reformers are the people who want to keep the Islamic Republic but reform it, so they say. Transitionists are the people who want to reform the Islamic Republic to the point that it's not the Islamic Republic anymore, like a slow movement away from the Islamic Republic. Regime change supporters are the people who want to just end the Islamic Republic.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, all right. I mean, I don't know. They're saying in total 74% completely disagreed with how the Islamic Republic handled January 8th and 9th. That's interesting. I don't know. That's interesting. 8.5%. Okay, so actually we can loop these in together. So about 13.5% are saying that they were right. And then 6.5% also having no opinion. That's basically the same thing as saying it's right. I'm sorry, there's no way almost 20% of the population said, oh yeah, the Islamic Republic, yeah, they were fine massacring all those tens of thousands of people. There's just no way.
I don't think no opinion means that. Yeah, but yeah.
Here we got the chants. They asked, what is your opinion of each of these chants? So the chants, guys, were long live Iran, no to execution, death to the dictator, woman life freedom, poverty, corruption, high prices, we will go on until overthrow, Reza Shah, bless your soul.
There is no
long live
way
the Shah. This one should be number one.
Yeah, there is no way that there's go up.
Long live Iran. No to execution. I did not hear that a single time.
There's no way woman life freedom has more support than Javid Shah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Oh my God, look at that. Guys, all you heard, Javid Shah means long live the king. Javid Shah with 40% hard support. Women life freedom, 54%.
Did you hear one chant of women? Guys, during the entire Lion and Sun uprising, I didn't hear a single person saying woman life freedom.
Wait, look at this. Look at these. No one said that. No one said death to Israel on January 8th and 9th.
No. Wait, I don't think they're saying that was said in January 8th and 9th. I think they're saying which chants do you, in general, which chants do you support, right?
Oh, I see. But they're framing it together with this information. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that so multiple people asked me to go through this. I'm glad I did. Because I actually thought that this was
when is this?
Data.
Maybe, yeah, again, people in the chat are saying maybe 3 years ago this would be more accurate, not now. 3 years ago, woman life freedom would be would have more support. Is this like when was this data collected? From what year?
This was compiled in June, and they're saying they did it from January. So in the last 6 months.
January 2026?
Yes, right. Sorry, yeah. June is when they started building this paper, and they collected the data starting from January 2026 is what they said in the summary. Let's go back and double check that.
BS.
So where did it write it? I think it was here.
Yeah, no way. Bull crap.
Oh wait.
Bull crap.
Nope. Never mind. From June 20th to June 27th, 2026. Gotcha. So wait. Sorry. People were telling me, some of the people who sent this to me saying it was from June. This is from June, or from January. This is from June. This is just 1 week in June, exactly a month ago.
No. Okay, they're saying this is what they were telling you. It was about the January protests. Okay, the survey
is a 40-day war.
Yes.
I find it hard to believe.
Yes.
I just find this hard to believe. 31,000 people in a week. And then you compiled all the data and made the paper with 95% confidence, and you published it all within a month, less than a month. I'm sorry. I've never written a paper in a month.
Yeah, I don't know how long it takes, but
Months.
guys, like, it just makes it hard to believe that woman life freedom has more support than Javid Shah, given that in the January uprising, I haven't seen a single. Ali, did you see a single video
No.
of anybody saying woman life freedom? Not a single one. and we have
Not only
almost like but Javed Shah was all over the place. Like Javed Shah, what to talk? Like that's what everybody says now. Who says women life freedom anymore? Where do you see that, guys? By the way, let me tell you guys why Iranian people are not saying women life freedom anymore, because the Islamic Republic took it and is using it themselves for their own purposes. So that's why we're not touching it. The Islamic Republic used the leftist feminists to take women life freedom, and that's why Iranian people, including Iranian women, are not touching it anymore.
Interesting. All right. Well, we can chalk that study up into the trash there.
This is just
that's what it
that's
is.
a butthurt. These are anti. So guys, they make it somewhat believable, right? So for example, if you're anti-Pahlavi, you can't come out and say like Pahlavi has 0% or 2% or 5% support. Okay, you have to come out and say he has 30% support, which is more than anyone else. But it's not the majority. You have to make your lies believable, right? So yeah, good job. They would say, good job, Pahlavi. You have more support than anyone else with a high margin from anyone else, but you're still not the majority. You still don't represent the most of the Iranian people. That's how you lie properly. And I know the person, these people, I know Gaman, they're very much anti-Pahlavi.
Okay, yeah,
they self-admittedly are anti-Pahlavi. They don't even hide it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sarah in the chat is saying they want to seem like they are not censoring. Exactly, Sarah.
Yeah, that was pretty garbage.
They're Mossadeghi people. These are Mossadeghi people. People who are their leader. They're basically their I mean, not leader. He's dead. But you know, Mossadegh, they admire him. That's what their god is.
Pretty stupid. So we have some breaking news for you guys. We finally were able to get confirmations.
It was a good idea to review it though. Like it was like it wasn't like that was really good. Like I'm
really glad we did.
Yes.
That now we can come out and say, oh, when people start saying, oh, that study, you know, of 30,000 people in Iran, be like, nope. No. Yeah, again, just the timeline as well. Just in a month, that's just some garbage right there. I've had the FDA take like 6 months to get back to me. There's just no way that any verification organization will verify your work within a month unless you pay some money. But anyway, we were able to get some confirmation on the explosions in the southern coast of Iran. So ladies and gentlemen, for the 1,672,444,300 whatever, you get the meaning. They hit Sirik again. And that is all we've heard. So these explosions happened an hour ago. We finally got confirmation from people in Iran that these happened. And that's all. That's all we actually heard. Guess we're hitting them hard tonight, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Hitting them hard. Is there anything I missed to give you guys before we go to the super chats here? And as always, we will be keeping an eye on these. So a quick little update before we go into that. So American officials are now saying that those 20 members of the IRGC that were killed last night in Iraq were actually confirmed to be advisors to these terrorist militias. So that's pretty good. And pretty good indeed. All right. The time in Iran, it's approaching 4 p.m. here. So in Iran, it would be approaching 2 a.m. And we have heard a couple, I think, 2 explosions in Sirik. Gotcha. Well, there's still time tonight to hit the Islamic Republic very hard, but I'm seeing a whole lot of silence so far. 2:41 a.m. Thank you. Gotcha. All right. I don't know. I mean, that's what I didn't want to happen tonight. I didn't want them to just strike the southern coast. I feel like what we're going to see is, we had that one little love tap right now, and then we'll probably just see more of the southern coast getting hit tonight, which is what I didn't want to happen. I actually would have preferred if they went into Iraq and struck the militias way harder. That would have been a much more prolific objective tonight that would put pressure on the Islamic Republic. But hey, what are you going to do? I'm not Donald Trump.
I think there might be more. I think they're
I think there's going to be more. I just don't want them to be hitting the southern coast again. We gotta hit the Islamic Republic where it hurts. I mean, they're not saying the Islamic Republic is content just sitting back. They're just going to sit back. There's nothing that they are worried about right now until you actually start pressuring them where it hurts. I mean, the only thing that hurts them right now is the blockade. It's the only thing that they're hurting from. Okay. Here we go. I will be keeping an eye, and let's start with the super chats. Okay, there we go. Dominic Spencer, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome on board.
Thank you. Welcome to the group.
Yep. And Fleshy Interloper saying, what's up today, Ali? Well, we got through most of our news today, and we are awaiting the potential heavy strikes that are to come. And then we will be asking some questions, maybe even putting a poll up for you guys. So thank you, Fleshy. That's what we got. Todd Rathner says, Donald J. Trump equals he understands now, not I understand now. So Todd is saying that Trump is saying Benjamin Netanyahu understands now, not I.
Yeah, you might be right, but like I'm saying, that most everywhere the way that they're reporting it is that when he said he understands now, Trump was talking about, like Trey was talking about he, as in Trey was referring to Trump. But you might be right. I'm just telling you the way that it's being reported on almost everywhere I check. But maybe they got it wrong.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you, Todd, for the clarification. And CJ is saying, I don't like how so-called allies want the U.S. to do everything in Iran while they sit back and complain. They should help out a lot more. So the Europeans, I completely agree. For a lot of the Asian countries, I largely agree. Yeah.
So-called allies want the U.S. to do everything in Iran while they sit back. This is why President Trump is trying to not provide them free security services anymore if they're not going to do their fair share.
Yeah. Why do we have to pay our tax dollars for Europeans to have free healthcare? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, CJ. And 40 Winks, thank you for the support with the super sticker there. Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Guys, it's people like you who keep us going, and we're able to do this every single day and not pursue other things. So if you could take a second, I think about 30 to 40% of you are actually not subscribed when we take a look at the statistics. So if you do subscribe to Adi Salmani and Liberty Politics, it does help us very much in continuing the fight for freedom with Iran. And with that,
thank you.
Our next super chat is from Shauna, saying, everyone, don't forget to set the notification bell to all for Ali. Otherwise, Armin's jinn may try and deceive you over time his stream. Yeah. Guys, I steal viewers from Armin. And
you got confetti, and I still haven't gotten confetti. You got twice as much as super chats as me today, Ali. Oh, there we go. Now we got to confetti, but because of 3 people at the same time just responded: Neil Bunny, Nolly Bug, and Kevin. Thank you guys. Got us.
There we go. There we go.
Finally,
guys, is there any way we can? I'm kidding. Thank you, Shauna.
Thank you.
It's fun. All in good fun. And Steak and Beans is saying IRGC in Iraq, probably gas technicians. Yeah, I think last night was probably just a gas leak. Look at their uniforms.
No, that's
Islamic
a good
Republic,
one.
power and gas.
They're not very good at their job. This is probably why they're having explosions, because like they switched to IRGC gas technicians. Now we have boom booms in Iraq.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oof. Now you're seeing explosions all over Iraq. I mean, no wonder. It's because of the IRGC. Okay. Thank you, Steak and Beans. And thank you, Dan, for the jewels. The next super chat is from Amir the Cricket saying, the legend of the Durka rider has been born. Yeah, absolutely. He's a madman. It's straight up in the middle of the desert, in the middle of summer. It's like 110 to 20 degrees in the middle of the desert. Dude's just riding his motorcycle. There's a fuel shortage, by the way. Just riding his motorcycle in the middle of the ocean, in the desert, just showing off his rocket. There's no amount of rationale that could possibly convince me of him doing something smart there. Oof. Thank you, Ami. Legend of the Durka rider. And Veronica Redeemed.
سوگند به خون سوگند به خون همراهانم، سوگند به اشک مادران، هرگز به تیغشان نمیرد فریاد جوانان ما. I read that wrong yesterday. نمیرد فریاد جوانان ما. سوگند به عاشقان ایران، سوگند به شور زاهدان. Wow.
It's very beautiful.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I swear upon the blood of our fallen, the people who were with us. I swear upon the tears of our mothers that their blades will never kill our anger, the cry of our youth. Yeah, there you go. I swear upon the blood of the people that were with us. I swear upon the tears of the mothers that their blades will never kill the cries of our youth. Or no, not Javanon, Javadan. Of our eternals.
Yeah.
Of our immortals. Okay, so yes, that their blade will never kill the cry of our immortals.
Yes.
I swear upon the lovers, the people who love Iran. I swear upon the lovers of Iran. I swear upon Shur Zahedan.
The
Shur
honor
Zahedan.
of our... What's Zahedan?
It's like a city.
Oh, I thought...
Shur. Shur is like the energy.
Yeah.
The energy. The energy of Zahedan. Passion. The passion of Zahedan. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Veronica.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
This is so much better, guys, in Persian.
Yeah, it's so hard to translate that.
It's so
many
beautiful in Persian. It's so beautiful in Persian, and it just doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, it sounds very poetic in Farsi.
Spirit. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much
The
for
passion, the passion of Zahedan. More accurate.
Mhm,
Thank
the passion.
you. The passion of Zahedan. Yes.
And our next super chat is from Tractor saying, all these sanctions, the negotiations, they're all BS. Path to ending the Islamic Republic is clear, and it passes through the people and King Reza Pahlavi. Enough is enough. So we've been saying.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I agree.
That's what we've been saying. That is the real pressure you put on the Islamic Republic.
So hopefully all of these BS negotiations and sanctions and everything else is just buying time to prepare for something big. Hopefully it's that. I'm not saying it is, but hopefully it's that.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Tractor, who knows the right way. And Kevin Shaw, thank you for the super chat saying, Ali, we got your back, bro. Thank you very much.
Wow. Nice.
And thank you for your service, Kevin.
Thank you for your service.
My back has been got. Our next super chat is from Fizz Andricist saying, I appreciate Ali's regular Aligrams. Coup paused. Oof.
Oh, wow. Wait, what? No. Guys, Fizz Andricist. What the hell? I didn't green light. I do not allow that. Coup back on. Coup is back on. Bring people. This is why my super chats are slow. People are abandoning.
Guys, what do you mean we only have 500 viewers on our chat and Armin has 750? I mean, got to even it out a little bit.
Oh my god. I'm losing to a channel with 3,000 subscribers.
Wow. Thank you, Fizz Andricist. Yeah, I remember to bring them for you guys all the time now.
Yes, Armin's Army. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mia. I have some loyalists. Look at this. You got confetti back then? Holy crap. What the hell? So it took me so long to get
confetti. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Appreciate that very much. Thank you, Joanne. Very kind. And trailers to Guy Gutman saying, Armin, why are you not doing shows with Goldie?
We just went our own way. We continue to do our own thing. She's, Goldie's doing her thing and doing my thing.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. And Don B is saying, Tasneem News has been suspended on X. It's about time. True. So their account got kicked off of Twitter. Finally. Multiple of their Tasneem News accounts actually got kicked off of Twitter. It's a very nice thing to see. Thank you, Don, for the reminder.
Yeah, that's good. Like, wait. Like, it took them this long, though. I mean, I guess X is a free speech platform, but Tasneem is a terrorist. Like, it is officially this, a terrorist account. Officially.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you for letting us know. I didn't know that.
Thank you, Don. And thank you, Marsha, for the jewels. Our next super chat is from Sarah Ocean saying, Armin is the OG freedom fighter. Javed Shah forever. Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for all the love. See, people who have abandoned me. Look at this. Sarah gets it.
Absolutely. Thank you,
By the way, guys, we're
Sarah.
joking. The whole point of Liberty Politics is to create success stories like Ali. Like, this is what we're going to brag about, at some point. We started Goldie's channel, we started Ali's channel, and look at where Goldie is. Ali is growing really fast. So we're going to have a list of YouTube channels that we started at Liberty Politics, and each one of them will go and grow and do their own thing. And this is going to be our portfolio of. So we want this. We want Ali to succeed. Yeah.
So if you guys want to be a part of that, if you think you got what it takes, you should join our group discussions and start giving us your thoughts and your opinions, asking us questions. We ask you questions. And if you want to get involved in this kind of stuff, let's just say we have the road ready for you guys to do it.
Yes, the link is in the description. It's in the QR code in the top left. It's in the the bio section of Liberty Politics YouTube channel. So come, we have daily group calls over there. Also, this sounds like nice, but it's kind of like what the. So Jay is saying Armin is the present, Ali is the future with a heart. Like, okay, so am I done? Like, are you guys getting rid of me or something? What the hell? They eliminated me from the future. So,
Oof. Dang.
wow, and with the hearts at the end. Okay, I guess I'll just leave now. Okay. Wow, it's like you're speaking as if I'm dying or something.
I like this person. Jay, you seem really
Wow.
pretty good supporter there.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm
I'm
still here, guys. I'm not going
chat.
anywhere. Hello. Okay.
I don't know. People are telling you, you know.
Yeah, the good run. Oh my god.
Jeez.
I'm just getting started, by the way.
Thank you, Sarah, for the super chat, and so kind that she came on my channel as well and gave a super chat saying appreciate your effort and hard work, Adijun.
No.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And finally getting some love today. There we go.
Finally. Oh my god. Sure. Like getting all the love. Finally.
And even Steak and Beans has come over to my side with gifting 5 memberships to my channel. Thank you so much.
Oh wow, we lost Steak and Beans. Really? No, not you, Brutus. Not you, Brutus.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. Thank you so much, Steak and Beans. We will be going back to the map here to give you guys the updated explosions. We have some blasts in Nurabad, so let's take a look at where that is. Here it is, here, right on that green marker. Okay, so that looks more of a sort of southern coast city in the south of Iran. Let's just say the south, along with... okay, so Vahid Online and Shin both reported at the same time. 3 explosions just now. Very, very heavy explosions. The ground is shaking. It happened in the direction of the army barracks. We are very far from it, but our windows shook. We also heard the sound of a fighter jet. 3 blasts. Okay. So it looks like the attacks have officially begun by the United States of America on the Islamic Republic of Iran. And we will be seeing, if we hear consecutive explosions, or are we going to be seeing some intervals between them? We're hitting them hard, I assume that we're going to be striking fast and hard. Let us see what comes of it. Give us a second here before we go back to the super chats. For anyone asking what my channel username is, my channel is... Put it in the chat for you guys. Here's the link to my channel. It's not in the chat. All right. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Come on, it's such a tease. It's such a tease.
Ali is so eager for something big happening.
Like, don't hit the south. Just even go to Iraq and hit the proxies there. That would do more damage. Hitting the missile city entrances doesn't really do anything because they just clear them within a week. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what the result is. You know, I might be speaking way too soon here. But here we go. So thank you, Marcia, for the jewels, and Nail Bunny saying the people answering the survey are sending a message. Answering this survey is they're taking part in the uprising without going out on the streets. You know, actually, Nail Bunny, I'm not so sure about that. People in the survey were reporting, you know, about 25% of them were reporting that they, you know, they were approving. 20% of them were approving the government there. So I'm not so sure about that one. And a lot of people were choosing not to answer, which that I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, but what do you think? Do you think that the people who even answered that survey, that was their part, that was their way of showing that they took part?
I'm saying this survey is they're taking. It might be. It might be just their. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I mean, I think a lot of people are counting participation as many things. You know, posting about it, you know, sharing it, I don't know, encouraging people, being there, agreeing with them, just an agreement with the uprising. People are counting that as participation, and nobody is correct. Like, some people might be looking at the survey and they might have not been in the street. Some of them feel guilty about not being in the street. I know that exists, and they're like thinking, like, they're not thinking about answering the question. They're thinking about the consequence of answering the question. And they support the revolution. So they think, like, I want to show high support for the revolution. So I'm just going to say yes, because that will just be more support for the revolution. You know what I mean? So they're encouraged to say yes just because they support it, and they think that saying yes is supporting the revolution. Yeah, Nelban is saying that's what I mean. Yes. So they just want to show support for the revolution. So they just answer it in a way that supports it. If that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with you, Nelbani.
Thank you, Nelbani.
That's a really good point, Nelbani. Very good observation. Nelbani is smart, Nelbani is very smart.
Yes. Thank you for that super chat. And Steak and Beans is saying, Armin, 25% say they participated, 25% don't want to say yes, 50% said they didn't participate. I totally see how 25 million people participated since the 25th of December till the end of January, some maybe for 5 minutes near home or for just one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
That could also.
I still think, maybe like, I don't know. I said this a few months ago. I think it was like around 15 million people around the country came out. Probably something around there. But you're right. I actually don't take into account the people may just stood in front of their house or came out for a few minutes or something like that. That's a good point. Maybe that adds to it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steak and Beans. Good point. And Michael, thank you for the support with the super sticker. Very much appreciated. And Rod, thank you for the jewels. Nollybug says, Javid Shah. Javid Shah. Thank you. And Fleshy Interloper saying, Javid Shah, Payende Iran, which means long live the king, long live Iran. Thank you, Fleshy Interloper. Appreciate you. And Dominic says, ugh, I simply renewed my membership. Oh no.
Yes.
Wait, does that cut the streak?
No, he's like saying, you guys keep saying to me, he's saying, you guys keep telling me, welcome to the group. I was already here.
Oh.
Like, because we see like God membership. Like, I never left. I just renewed it. Like, it's like new.
He's right. I've seen his name before. Yes. Whoopsie.
Like, you guys don't remember me. How could you? Sorry. Love you.
Yeah, thank you, Dominic. We're getting some more initial reports of explosions. I'm going to wait to confirm that. Saber Coaching, what's up? It says X suspended both Tasnim accounts. Yeah, they did. I think there was 3 actually in total. I'm not sure, but it's great. Is it a signal of things to come, or is it just that? Thank you very much. Let's give you guys a quick update. They hit Sirik once again. Again, the Sirik location is, for anyone who might not know, it's right in the Strait of Hormuz. It's the narrowest part, and it sits on elevated ground, perfect for hitting ships. And they don't really launch them from there as much anymore because they've been getting hit, as I said, probably 1 trillion times. What we also hear is people in Iran, in the city of Tabriz, which is all the way over here. There is a big, intense storm happening in Tabriz at the moment. And I did hear some initial explosions reports earlier, but the reason why we haven't been able to verify them is because there is a storm over the city at the moment. So the sounds of explosions may get muffled I'm sure people won't be rushing out to go and check in this heavy storm. Take another look. All right, there it is. Okay. Our next super chat is from Nail Bunny, a huge supporter of Armin, saying, "What? No confetti? See, you're gonna see.
Yes.
So they love you."
She started a chain reaction after that, and then boom, 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 boom. Thank you, Nilbani.
True, because right afterwards we got Nollybug with the confetti, and we got Nail Bunny saying confetti.
Confetti. Yes.
And we got Kevin also saying confetti.
Confetti.
Thank you. Thank you, Nollybug. Thank you, Nail Bunny.
Thank you, all of you. Also, guys, a special thanks to the people who simply like the stream. Okay, you guys are also very awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Trailer's saying, why is Goldie not doing shows with Armin? I actually answered that earlier, but
we're just going our separate ways, yeah. And by the way, thank you for being Trailers. Thank you for being such a big fan that you want me to be there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Am I just not good enough? I know I'm not Goldie, Trailers, but you know, I'm still doing my best. Thank you, Trailer. I'm completely kidding. And the next super chat is from Shauna, saying Nail Bunny is Armin's secret djinn.
Oh, no. I mean, why joking? But okay. Thank you, Shauna, and thank you, Nail Bunny, for always having my back.
Thank you very much. Okay, I actually have a theory here. I feel like what they're gonna do, I feel like they're gonna close the entrances of the missile cities tonight. That's what I feel like they're gonna do. And if that turns out to be true, it's just a feeling, but if that turns out to be true, that is 100% a setup for an operation. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Thank you, Shauna. Miss Hypnotic is saying Telegram shut down an IRGC channel because members were giving info about U.S. assets.
Oh.
True. And then CENTCOM Commander Brad Cooper also came out and he gave a big warning to his own troops in the Middle East in CENTCOM, and he said, boys, if I catch any one of y'all on your phones taking videos and posting them online about the explosions, you know the rest. So thank you, Miss Hypnotic, for reminding us. Thanks. You guys always get the things that I don't mention. Like I might read it and forget about it. You guys are absolutely on your game here. Thank you, Miss Hypnotic. Our next super chat is from Aryan. Yeah.
You see what Miss Hypnotic said? What did Miss Hypnotic say? I was just checking the news really quick.
Miss Hypnotic said that Telegram suspended a IRGC channel.
Yeah, that's what it was checking. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I was saying Brad Cooper also told his troops, stop posting videos of the explosions. They're going to find out where we are.
Okay. All right, let's go to Aryan. Aryan's questions requires extra thinking, extra attention.
Right.
Okay, let's
are
go.
You ready for this one? Okay, let's double team this one.
Aryan, it's going to be deep.
Yeah. How might resident Iranians after the regime react to returning back to Iran? Diasporic Iranians seek, how are people in Iran, when it's free, going to react to diaspora Iranians coming in and trying to work for the government and getting political influence, including those who are anti-Pahlavi?
Oh, but not necessarily aligned with the Islamic Republic either. Okay, so this is two parts.
I actually don't know the answer to this. I think
that if you're pro-Pahlavi, like after the Lion and Sun Revolution, the unity among Iranians is not based on whether you're inside Iran or outside of Iran. The unity among Iranians is based on if you're for Iran and Pahlavi or if you're anti-Iran and Pahlavi. So the diaspora, non-diaspora is not going to make much of a difference because we shared so much with each other, both Iranians inside and outside of Iran. We went through so much with each other, with each other at the same time, and the bond between us is stronger than ever before. And we supported each other so much. Like the Iranian people outside of Iran went out of their way to support the Iranian people inside. And once the internet came back online, once the Iranian came back online, they saw everything that had happened outside of Iran by Iranians outside of Iran, and they were crying and they were so grateful. Like it was so many messages like, oh my God, you guys, like we didn't know that you're still disconnected to us, right? And I think that was something so special that we shared, Iranian people, we shared, that the whole gap between inside and outside is less than ever before, right? The main differentiator here is, are you with Iran? Are you for the principles of Pahlavi, which is democracy, border integrity, secularism, and equal individual rights? Are you for these principles? Basically, if you're pro Pahlavi, that means you're pro for these 4 principles, right? Or not. And as long as you are, you're with us. And if you're not, then you're not with us, right? So that's why the second part of your question is more important. So who are anti-Pahlavi but not necessarily aligned with the Islamic Republic either. So I think that it's just going to be like normal countries now, right? Like we have a lot of patriots and also a portion of the population that is not patriotic. Like we're going to go, it's not going to be all rainbows and butterflies. Like it's not going to be like some people are like, oh my God, everything is going to be great. No, but our problems will become normal country problems, right? Like, so for example, in normal countries, you have people who are dedicated into making your nation work. They're patriotic. They're working with other patriotic people to see your country succeed. But then you also have other group of people who, leftist, commies, more Islamically minded maybe, and they're not aligned with the rest of the Iranian people who are more united in making the nation work. But that is normal. That is a normal level of division that you will have in a nation. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be great. It will be amazing. But obviously, not everybody is going to be completely aligned. It's better to have, like, oh my God, like, in the United States, these damn leftists, or there's like Islamic groups and NGOs. Like that's a problem. And I know like a lot of Western people have that problem in their country, and it's frustrating. But those are the problems that I want us to have, rather than, I don't know, executions for expressing your opinion, or mass slaughter of the people who are coming out and peacefully protesting, or many of the other problems that we have in Iran that is not normal to have in a nation. So yeah, that would lead to some issues of groups and people, that you're going to have political division. You're going to have parties infighting, people being called traitors, and people, there's going to be a lot of drama. There's going to be a lot of drama, but that's normal. That's the normal political drama that normal countries have. We'll rather have that than what we have right now. Sorry, I'll stop.
That's a great answer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah, I would not have been able to answer that like you did. It's a great answer. Thank you. And good question, Ariane. Always tough, but thank you very much. Also, I read your comment. Yeah, that Gaman study was very, there's a lot of holes in there, especially with their narrative.
Oh, wait, let me read this. Ariane is saying, as always, Armin John, wonderfully articulated. Thank you, Ariane. I appreciate it. I look forward to your questions every time.
Thank you very much. And 420 Palm saying, I'm still with you, Armin.
Yes, I saw that. I started because, see, guys,
whatever.
Some people say Some people stay. Thank you for staying.
Fine. And Steak and Beans, who came back and
Steak and
gifted
Beans.
you 10 Liberty Politics memberships.
I
Guys.
got him. I took him back. I got him back. Came back home.
Guys, is there any way we can get 10 memberships to even that out there? I mean,
no. Boo.
no, if you got a membership, test out your star in the chat by typing
Welcome
something.
home. Steak and Beans, welcome home.
Thank you, Steak and Beans.
No, I'm just
And
kidding.
Amy says, at Liberty Politics, Armin's Army merch. Ooh.
Yes, it's on my list. One day I will do merch. Okay. Let me add that to my list of things I need to do.
Wow, we have so many unconfirmed reports of explosions. I'm waiting to get confirmation. Come on, Shin. Come on, Vahid Online, please. All right, thank you, Amy. And Fleshy Interloper is saying more confetti. Woo! We did it. Thank you, Fleshy Interloper.
Thank you.
And hope the grandchild's doing well. And our next one is from Roman Cabbage,
Oh my God.
who's been a member for 6 months, saying, don't worry, Armin. You still have us, ALC and Mossad. Yes. The ALC club.
Guys, I don't know what I disavow. ALC is like something people started. It's the Armin Love Club. I have no idea what happens there. I don't know what they do. I don't know what it's about. It sounds weird, but again,
who
if it's
who
bad,
made that?
I don't know. So, I do not know what happens there. So whatever.
Yeah. Thank you, Roman Cabbage. And we have Cats and Dogs. Ooh. I like that username. And says Armin is still #1. All right. All right, fine. It's all good.
For now, maybe.
All good. No, but I agree. I completely agree with this.
No.
Thank you, Cats and Dogs. And Kave is saying, I feel support for Reza Pahlavi within the diaspora has declined, with a notable increase in hate towards him coming from all directions. Thoughts? I do have my thoughts. As someone in the diaspora, all right, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people like me who were born and raised largely in the United States of America. Now, given I lived in Iran as well, but if you're born and raised in America, first of all, your Farsi is not that great. You're not too involved in the politics of Iran. So again, just like me, you're born and raised here, and you're like a young Iranian American. They are going to believe exactly what the media tells them to. So right now, you're probably thinking how to counter that. It's exactly this. It's exactly this, what we're doing right here. You go, you watch the stream, you share it, you go on X, you repost Princess of Pahlavi and all the pro-Shah things. That's how you fight it. But also, Kaveh, most importantly, right now there's another attack on Princess of Pahlavi. And I can rant for an hour straight about the stupid Reuters interview and the stupid questions they asked Princess of Pahlavi. If I was being interviewed by Reuters and I was being asked those questions, I would have thrown that mic into the interviewer's face. He would have a huge bruise on the side of his face. Those were the most disrespectful, stupid questions that were meant to provoke Princess of Pahlavi, and he didn't fall for it. But if you could tell, if you look at his body language, he was incredibly uncomfortable. He was incredibly angry. He didn't show it at all. Didn't show it at all. Why are they attacking Princess of Pahlavi right now? Why didn't they attack him during the ceasefire? Well, they thought he wasn't a threat during the ceasefire. They thought everything was chilling. They're attacking him now, so something's up. They're scared. What do you think?
I think that the anti-Pahlavi people are silent when they don't have enough ammunition to attack Princess of Pahlavi. When there is a major event that shows a lot of Pahlavi support, and as soon as there is gap in betweens, they come out in full force. they feel like the environment is not in their favor, and if they come out anti-Pahlavi, they will be surrounded by the climate that they're in is it is so obviously demonstrates how much support there is for Pahlavi that they will be destroyed basically online or wherever they're arguing if they come out at that time and speak against Pahlavi. So they wait it out until there is gaps in between, and they come and say like, oh, you failed. Just because there's gaps in between expressions of support for Pahlavi, these people take advantage of those gaps in between, and they communicate that gap as lowering of support. But that is not lowering of support. It's just that people cannot 100% continuously every day come do protests, come do gatherings, come have events. It's just unreasonable. Like each one of these is like a sprint. So you do a sprint, you stop, and then you do another sprint. And between the sprints, these people come out. They're like, oh, what happened to your sprint? There's no support. But every time they're wrong, every time we're going to have another sprint. But these people try to sell the in-betweens as a lowering of support. But every time you end up realizing that they were wrong. So this, I understand what you're saying, Kaveh, but this has happened so many times. So it's kind of like the support for Pahlavi was 40%, but then it was being expressed, then it wasn't expressed. And people said like, oh, it's lower now. But then next time we saw like, oh my God, it's like 60, 70%. But then it was expressed and then it was not expressed. When like people say the lack of expression of it shows that it's now lowered again. But then every single time, the next time ended up being more and more and more and more. It's just that you can't have a continuation, a burst of expression of support. That's what I think is happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Good answer.
Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, and for all of you saying that, of course they would ask difficult questions in that interview as journalism. Ibrahim, actually, like, look at the questions. The questions are like, your father was a dictator, so what right do you have to lead Iran? Like, those are the types of questions that they're asking him. That's not really.
I honestly prefer those questions. Like, I don't mind those questions. I want those questions.
Sorry, you say, and then I'll give you my gripe about
it. I think Princess Pahlavi shines the most when he addresses those questions. Those are the questions that I think should be asked more because he knows how to answer.
Absolutely, and he's brilliant answering them. But here's the thing: why Reuters talked smack about Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi too? They talked smack about his dad. And we know, I mean, Prince Reza Pahlavi's team should know that that interview was going to give him nothing productive. It was just going to be another him having to defend himself and the Iranian people at these stupid questions. I feel like they should have gotten in the way of it, but I don't know. Maybe there's some pressure.
I think that was a very productive interview. I think those are the most productive. I think those annoying questions are the questions that are the most used to attack Princess Pahlavi, and Princess Pahlavi himself is the one that knows how to answer them the best. So the more those questions are asked and the more those answers are out there, the more these videos, the videos of him answering these types of questions are the videos that go viral the most, and the ones that give us more ammunition to show how good he is at responding. So I think it was really good that he did that interview.
Okay, so you're saying every once in a while it's good to have these because it still shows the world that he is the same. He is the guy.
It shows how calm he is. It shows how good he is. It shows how it's a reminder of why he's the leader. In fact, not even I don't see that much value in the interviews that he does with people who are friendly to him. I think these interviews are actually more productive. Like just sitting around and agreeing and stuff. Like, what's the point of that?
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a good point. I don't know how I forgot that. But thank you.
No, that's okay. It's good to express different views. Like we don't have to be always on the same. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Nail Bunny who gifted. Yeah.
No, sorry.
Oh,
So I think there's a delay here.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Nail Bunny with the 5 gifted Liberty Politics memberships. Guys,
Thank you.
we're gotta catch up. No, I'm kidding. Totally. I gotta stop saying that.
No, sir.
But thank you,
Mrs.
Nail
Claus
Bunny.
always has my back. Thank you, nobody.
Yeah. And thank you, Tiger, for the jewels, and Miss Kara for the jewels. Trailer. It says, you are a diamond, Ali. Ah, trying to make up for your earlier statement, huh? Okay. Okay. You know what? I think you got to show your condolences by hopping over in my chat here. I think that's the only way at this point.
Oh my god. Ali's actively doing a coup now. Oh, look at Ali looking. Ali is seeing some interesting news. Look at him.
No, I mean, it's saying allow gift memberships. What does that do? You could receive a 1-month membership to channels you interact with.
Yeah, turn it on.
Okay.
So people can. Yeah, guys, everybody should turn that on. Or else this is why some people receive gifts, membership gifts, and some people don't, because some people haven't turned that on.
I mean, I've been getting them, so I was kind of confused.
No, membership gifts like you becoming a member on someone else's live stream.
Oh, makes sense. Okay. Guys, I'm new. Don't get on my butt. Okay, there we go. That's why we wait for confirmation. So a lot of different channels are reporting explosions in the southwest of Iran. And then Shin comes out and confirms that there are absolutely 0 explosions in Ahvaz. Channels reporting such claims are spreading nothing but BS. There we go. And that's a habit, Armin, that you instilled in me since the beginning. You're like, hey, wait until it's 100% verified from the most credible source. Thank you, trailers. And also, it's all love and fun, trailers. Our next super chat is from Reincarnation Entertainment saying, like plus subscribe to Liberty Politics. True.
Yes.
I mean, can you actually put your link
this
to your
Tom.
channel?
Oh, yes, let me do that. Let me do both. Guys, so first I will do link to Ali's channel on my chat. This is so that you guys know which channel not to subscribe to, okay? So you see the link in the chat? I'm sending link to Ali's channel so you know what channel to avoid, okay? To not subscribe to. And then I will send the link to my channel, Liberty Politics, on Ali's chat. And this is so that you know which channel to subscribe to. There you go. The link is in the chat.
There we go. I'm being suppressed.
Thank you,
I'm being censored.
Yes. Thank you, Tom. Ali wants
come on.
Give me my boom booms.
Just hit them in a place that hurts. I mean, what is this? They hit a U.S. oil tanker. Okay. Thank you, Reincarnation Entertainment. And Noah, the Persian American, is saying, I just got on. Are there boom booms? We're waiting for them. There's been explosions in the south central part of Iran and the southern coast. Very, very few. And that's it. We're waiting to see a bit more responses here.
Noah is kind of like Ali. He's like, well, give me my boom booms. Give me.
Get that crazy look in his eye.
Yeah.
You got to leave those people alone, I'm telling you.
Blow some stuff up, come on.
Yeah. I still think that they're coming tonight. They're just going to happen as soon as we end our live. That's what's going to happen. Because it's happened. This is what they do, okay? Ever since February 28th, I write down in a notebook every night. And I would come into Armin's group discussions and be like, hey, guys, they started the boom booms later tonight or earlier tonight. I'm writing them down. I'm taking an average of the time that they would strike. And then so then we have our program directly at the time that they strike. And for a couple months here, we would get all the strikes right when they would happen. And now they're changing the time again. They're making it later during the night. And I'm like, excuse me. CENTCOM. Do you guys not know we have our program here? So rude. Thank you, Noah, for the super chat. Marsha, thank you for the jewels. And Jax's game, thank you for the jewels as well. Ah, look who it is. InServer.
Oh, welcome back.
InServer saying, why are you going your separate ways? Trouble in paradise? Oh, man.
My paradise is with my paradise is with my wife. So, yeah.
Ooh. Very true.
And we'll come back.
Well, InServer, that is your answer.
Grumpy man. We got some grumpiness back on our chat.
True. And Jax's game. You know what's actually funny is when InServer would watch us more often, we were more like when he left, we were more like impartial. We gave more like slightly more objective analysis, and he left and he wasn't able to hear it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it seems like King Khalid International Airport in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, is closed and has been closed for, I don't know what 21 UTC is, but I'm assuming probably for, maybe an hour or so far, maybe 2 hours. So the reason is unclear. Interesting. Okay. Noah with another super chat saying, Addy, you need a wig if you're going to try and be like Goldie. Yeah, I got to get one. Maybe I should just show up one time. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Noah, for the super chat. Jimmy the Gin saying, Armin's Gin.
Represent. Yes, represent. There we go, Jimmy the Gin.
That's funny.
Do you, Jimmy, are you at all in touch or friends with any of the Zoot guys? Or do you know? Let me know.
Yeah, I see that you're a red gin. Do you know any black gins? By any chance?
Yes.
No? Particularly the gins that lived in Saudi Arabia about 1,400 years ago. Thank you, Jimmy. And CRW says, timing of pro-IRGC accounts being banned and a possible massive escalation is interesting. Shutting off lines of communication.
Yeah, that's actually interesting.
But at the end of the day, it's just some IRGC X accounts mainly.
Yeah, but
right?
It is important. Like, I mean, don't take the X accounts too lightly. They are a major source of spreading propaganda and communication and signaling.
I started using X. I actually started using X 2 months ago, so that's a good thing.
Oh, X is politics. X is where politics. YouTube, Instagram are where you review stuff, talk about stuff, build communities. X is where politics happen.
I see. Guys, if you want to take a look at my X, I'm putting in the chat because I actually post and repost a lot of the things we're going to cover on our show right before we go live. So if you want a little sneak peek, take a look at my X there. Put it in the chat. Thank you, CRW. Very interesting. And Marsha Bird, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. And Time Chance, thank you for the jewels. Oh, Deathless.
Oh, no. Curse you.
We caught up. We did it.
Curse you. No.
We
20.
did it.
They saw my 10 and raised it to 20. Wow.
That was insane. Okay.
That's.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate that. Guys, if you got your stars, say something in the chat. Very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Trailers saying, thank you guys for your support of Israel. It's hard to be Jewish these days, and we are the good guys, but the Qatar money can get a lot of people to support the wrong side. Sad.
Yeah.
Qatar, the things I have to say about them. The many things I have to say about Qatar.
But trailer. It has been hard to be Jewish, not just these days, but it's been hard to be Jewish for the past 2,000 years.
That's kind of true. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean. And
I
yeah,
feel like it's gonna get a lot better.
And also, you know where hasn't it been hard to be Jewish? I mean, relatively.
Where?
Throughout history, the best places to be Jewish historically in ancient times is under Iranian empires.
Is under the yeah, absolutely.
So before Israel was its own independent nation state, it was always part of an empire, a colony within an empire, and they always had a horrible time, except twice, right? Once they were mistreated and seen as inferior when they were, Ottoman Empire, Roman Empire, Greek. Everybody was mean to them, except two empires: the Achaemenid Empire, which was Iranian, and the Sassanid Empire, which was Iranian. And this is what the Jews, they were so happy with the Persian empires that they had such a good relationship with the Iranian empires, but way more than the Romans and the Ottomans and everyone else. It's not a coincidence that the only person within Jewish scripture that is non-Jewish that Jewish people revere is Cyrus the Great, which is non-Jewish. The only non-Jewish character is Persian. The only non-Jewish character that they revere. Yeah. So Achaemenid and Sassanid was positive experiences for the Jews. Very positive experience.
Yeah.
This is why so much of their customs and traditions and their belief of Zoroastrianism and Judaism were mixed as well. Zoroastrian,
yes.
A lot of Judaism, a lot of the ideas in Judaism and Zoroastrianism are linked. So yeah, we guys, look at this. We Iranian people and Israeli people, we are linked more than any two. This is Ali. I'm going to say something, and this is not an exaggeration. It sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not an exaggeration. Okay. No two nations have been this historically linked as the two nations of Iran and Israel.
I mean, I completely agree with that. I've been known. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thousands of years. Oh, look. Nolly Book says, I love being an Iranian Jew.
Yes. She gets to be part of both nations. That's kind of
best of both worlds.
Yes.
Thank you, trailers, for the kind words, and we will
just
continue.
one more thing. This whole us going so the Iranians saved the Jews from their exile and freed the Jews and helped them to go rebuild their temple, right? Their second temple was built with the resources of Cyrus the Great. And now what we're going through, and the Iranian people being in captivity and the Israeli nation of Israeli helping with us, this is just a continuation of us being connected with each other.
Yes.
The Iranians and Israelis have through history been so connected with each other, and this is just a continuation of that.
What goes around comes around.
Yes. Even if it takes 2,000 years.
Yeah. But at least I'm alive for it. And our next super chat is from InServer saying ALC is officially a sponsor of the show.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Okay. Fine. Are you
what's funny, though?
The representative? I didn't know. InServer, I don't know if you could represent the ALC because they're supposed to be a group about love. You're a grumpy person. I don't know.
You're a hater.
No, I don't. No, I'm not a hater.
ALC can also stand. I mean, both of our names start with A. Let's just say that.
Oh,
anyway,
you want this?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Ali, guys,
No.
Ali wants his
No.
own love club. Look at that. He
No.
wants this.
No,
He's
no,
jealous.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no, no,
I
no, no,
didn't.
no, no. That's
I didn't
actually
even
one
want
thing
a
I don't
love
want.
club, but apparently Ali wants it. Ali wants it.
Guys,
Like,
it's
look at
Armin
this.
Love Club. It's Armin
No,
Love
he
Club.
says he just said that A stands for Ali as well. He wants it.
Ooh.
Wow. I didn't even know this was
Anyway,
possible.
moving on from that one. David Miller says, if the Iranian people were armed, do you think the IRGC would still be in power?
No.
Like, you mean back in January 8th and 9th? Yeah, probably not.
No.
It's a little bit of a contention, though, because the militias would have still came in.
No, but still, it would be the militias. First of all, have to get paid astronomically higher to start to fight an armed force, right?
Mhm.
So they would be a lot more expensive, and many of them wouldn't show up. Imagine if you had hundreds of thousands of Iranian people armed. What militia group is going to want to deal with that?
Yeah, hard to say. I'm definitely leaning towards more probably yes. I just imagine it would be 6 months right now that, yeah.
Good question, David.
Great question, David Miller. And, you know, some progress is actually being made on that front. So thank you for that super chat. And Shauna Bear Thornton saying the boomers tend to still be anti-Shah. They don't know the truth based on my conversations with them. That's why they ask those things on mainstream media. I think they're being paid to ask those questions. I think Reuters is just a rotten, garbage propaganda organization when it comes to the Iranian people.
So Shauna is saying that they're just serving. I think Shauna has a point. They're just basically creating content that they appeals to their audience.
So, yeah. Anyway,
I mean,
not like we're going to get forgiven.
To Shauna's point, if we manage to change more people's opinions, then the media would change with it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's
because
nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped in. There's always audio delay.
No, because shareholders of these companies, they want profit. Profit requires views, right? Profit means ad money. Ad money means eyeballs. Eyeballs mean that you have to create content that people would want. So if you change people's opinions, you will change what they want to see. If you change what they want to see, content will be created for what they want to see so that you can make the shareholders happy. So maybe like this is why I say like maybe instead of like blaming mainstream media, I mean, you could blame mainstream media, but we should just do things instead of always just complaining about it. And I think by change, like, you know, we could sit back and be like, oh, why like that? And I mean, we should do that, you know, but also get in and change things and change people's views, you know, like
Yes.
like you guys are doing here.
Yes. Thank you, Shauna, for the super chat. I think we're both right to a large extent. Guys, I want to show you something real quick. Make this image bigger for you guys. Armin, take a look at this. This is a newspaper in Iran. I think the newspaper is called Ham Shafi. And they're saying the Hashd al-Shabi, the one on the right, the terrorist militias, are on the side of the Iranian people. Guys, these are the specific... I'm telling you guys what the Hashd al-Shabi are. I'm telling you. They are the ones who killed thousands of Iranian people on January 8th and 9th. And now this newspaper is coming out and saying they're on the side of the Iranian people. Oof. We don't swear on this show. We don't do it.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah.
Show their... So guys, you look at this. That's the great find, Ali. That's the flag of the Islamic Republic, and that's the logo of Hashd al-Shabi, which is the Popular Mobilization Front. That's an Iraqi militia group that is the terrorist group that is a proxy of the Islamic Republic. This infuriates the Iranian people, not just because Hashd al-Shabi was part of the massacre of the Iranian people in January 8 and 9, but because Hashd al-Shabi is the Iraqi militias that the Iranian people fought for 8 years against Saddam to keep out of in Iran. For 8 years, so many Iranian people died. So many Iranian people died just to protect Iran's borders from Iraqi militias entering the Iranian soil. And now the Islamic Republic itself is inviting them into Iran to kill the Iranian people. This is to Iranian people, this is an invasion from Iraq into Iran. So this is why when the Islamic Republic says like, oh yes, our enemies, United States and Israel, they're attacking our land, they want to take our land, they're attacking our soil. The Iranian people, when they see this, they're like, mother tucker, you are bringing our enemies into our soil. This is our enemy. You are inviting the enemy inside.
When I saw that video of the Hashtel Shabi 200, 300 Toyotas cross into Iran via Basra from Khorramshahr and into Iran, I was very close to throwing up that day because we fought for 8 years, like you just said. We fought for years to liberate Khorramshahr, and we know exactly what the Iraqi military did to the people in that city. Massacred them, raped them, and they did the exact same thing 40 years later from the invite of the Islamic Republic. See, this is the thing that this is why one of the reminders that I'm a completely different person before January 8th than I am now.
I know what you mean.
All right, so let's continue on with the super chats here. Kaveh with another super chat, thank you very much, saying, I ran into Nima Yamini and I had a long talk. He said he opposes Pahlavi because he's not a warrior and claimed Pahlavi refused to enter Iran under US and Israeli protection. Thoughts on that guy and claim, I got this. Do you know who that is, by the way?
No.
Okay, I think you've seen his face.
You answer this, I'll be...
Yeah.
Oh, go. Sure.
Okay. Let me just show you guys who this person is. It's this guy.
Okay.
Anyone's seen this guy? Okay. This guy is the grifter of the Line and Sun movement this year. He's the biggest grifter. So he started off very pro Pahlavi, pro Shah. Okay. Very anti-Islamic Republic, and very pro Bibi Netanyahu, pro Donald Trump, all of that, right, on our side. And then he actually started getting attacked by leftists and Democrats and all the people online, just like the rest of us did. I got death threats. I didn't change my stance. He did. Change his stance, complete 180 degrees. Started actually talking smack about Pahlavi, saying, he caused all the deaths in Iran by calling people out to the streets, started attacking Donald Trump, started attacking Benjamin Netanyahu, and then started being very, very kind to the Islamic Republic at the time. So he's a complete coward. He's an idiot. He's a grifter, most of all. So if you see that guy, he's a grifter. And everyone in the pro-Shah movement knows who he is. We all know who he is. We all know how much of a grifter he is. He used this platform to get this this movement to get a lot of followers for himself, go on podcasts, talk about this and that, talk like, I know this. Yeah, in English. Yeah.
Okay. Because he's not known in Iran, is he?
No, not in Iran. No.
Okay.
So anyway, those are my thoughts about him. And then he always does this thing where he does here's my first suspicion of him. When we needed people to talk about this the most, after the massacre, this guy's like I'm going to take a break because of mental health. Disappears, comes back, starts saying anti-Pahlavi stuff. So I don't know who paid him, but he's very, very much a grifter. Anyway, sorry, just wasted too much time on that piece of trash. But thank you, Kaveh. That's a good super chat.
Let's answer the question. What was the question?
What are your thoughts about Nima Yamini?
No, he was talking about he gave an argument. What was
so he said that
Nima Yamini? Yeah, okay. So
he said that he was. So I met Nima Yamini. We had a talk, and he was very against Pahlavi because he said Pahlavi is not a warrior, and he is not willing to enter Iran under the protection of the United States and Israel. What are your thoughts on that?
That's not what I think he said that he didn't. Like, can you bring it back? Or did you?
Yeah, I can. Was it on? Let me see if it's on my channel.
That's okay. So when a comment is start, like check if I want to. Okay. Yeah, I found it. Like, check with me as well because okay. See, I feel support for Reza Pahlavi. No, that's not it. Let me go up. Give me 1 second. So. Can't find it. I think if I remember it correctly, I think he said that Nima, that guy was saying that Princess of Pahlavi was offered by the Americans and Israelis to go inside Iran, and he rejected it. Right. First of all, I don't know how you know that, because that information is not public. Do you, Ali? Have you seen that anywhere? That being reported?
No one told me.
Also, I don't know how he's making that up. From where? Like, where are you getting that information? Right? Also, I hope so, because that would be stupid. Like to go into Iran, like if anybody comes and offers to Princess of Pahlavi to go to Iran before the Islamic Republic is toppled, I hope he rejects it. Princess of Pahlavi should go to Iran only after it's 100% safe. I think it would be irresponsible if he risks his life as a way to show, like, oh, look at me, I'm so brave, I'm so alpha, I'm going to go fight. Like, we can't afford to lose him right now. Like, I think the priority of Princess of Pahlavi should be what is more productive rather than what virtue signal will get you the most praise. Like, oh my God, such a brave man. Okay, now you're dead. Now what? Now you're dead. Like, we signaled to the whole world that you were a brave man, and now we lost our leader. Like, how is that helpful?
But he's also admitting that Israel and the U.S. talked to Princess of Pahlavi. It's all interesting. And our next super chat is from Eliani, saying this leftist tactic has been perfected over the years. Make an accusation to make you defend yourself, but they can't defend their ideas, only attack you.
Yes. Yeah, they do a lot of whataboutism as well. Like, there's nothing they could defend. None of their positions are defendable. And they know that. So instead of talking about their ideas, they keep trying to poke at you. They never spend time defending what they have.
Exactly.
They can't defend the indefensible.
Very unintelligent arguments as well. It's like pure delusion. Their arguments a lot of the time just there's no basis of reality on their arguments. But thank you, Eliani.
Thank you.
One more person who's aware of that is great. And thank you for the super chat. Our next super chat is from Bubba Conway. Thank you for the generous support, who says, love what you guys are doing. You are my source, most proactive, and on top of it, kudos. United States Air Force vet under the debacle of Carter. Looking forward to freeing the Iranian people to be all they can be. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry that you had to serve under probably the worst president in the past 100 years.
But no. He was serving America. He wasn't serving Carter. He was serving America.
Right.
So it's fine. Yes. But thank you.
Thank you. We're here. We're here for you guys. Here for you guys every day.
Thank you.
I really like messages like those. it's so interesting to see someone that was so involved back then with all of this and who's still following it 47 years later. Just never stopped wondering. It's always a question in their mind. It's great.
It's also beautiful to see patriots from all around the world connecting, and I'm hoping one day Liberty Politics grows to even connect more patriots. If this becomes, a place, Liberty Politics YouTube channel becomes the voices of patriots from all, corners of the world. Like we have Iran, Israel, United States. Hopefully, we could be more UK. And it's not a place where you hear one person's opinions, but you hear a lot of people that get amplified. It provides it's a platform. Liberty Politics becomes a platform for patriots to be able to come and voice their opinions instead of having like one or two people, right? So hopefully we'll keep expanding our team, and because I loved it. I genuinely think that the way to protect civilization against all its threats, whether it's Islam, communism, woke right, woke left, I think the solution to that is for patriots around the world to connect with each other and build a global defense force against it. So the more every one of us could do to connect patriots around the world with each other, the more, the stronger we're going to be against the threats against civilization and threats against liberty. So when I see patriots like you, like come here and, you're talking to two Iranians, and, we have Israelis, we have people from everywhere. It seems like we're moving in the right direction, and we're doing our small part in helping that happen. So thank you for saying that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Conway. And I think now we'll pretty much give our update for the strikes. So what we have so far is just this. Reported strikes are in these two locations, few blasts in both, and looks like that's all. What's strange is that CENTCOM has not made a statement that they began or ended strikes. Interesting. Hana became a YouTube member. Thank you for joining. Welcome on board.
Thank you. Welcome.
And Saber Coaching is saying they might attack during your school session, Addy. I think so. I think so. Yeah, we got an hour left exactly until my school session. If you guys want to come talk to me or ask me questions or give me your point of views, I would love that. That starts in an hour. It's the link in the description. It's free to join.
Oh, yes. The link is in the QR code. You forgot to change the widget, Ali.
Oh,
the green.
Well, there we go.
Yes. The link is in the QR code. It's in the description.
Yes.
Go talk to Ali. It's free. He's available to talk to you for free.
Yeah.
Once every 3 days. Go talk to him.
Thank you, Raham, for reminding us. And Don B said the enforcer said B1s left an hour ago from Fairfield heading towards Iran. He is usually spot on. I actually was a little bit spot on about that as well. I'm just saying. So far, I was 2 for 2. But I didn't see anything from them taking off today. Maybe they were. If I missed today, I'll be 2 for 3. So far, I'm 2 for 2. Which is kind of concerning. Is like, why was I able to know the 30-minute time frame in which the B1s would strike? I should not know that. Like, I should never know that. But thank you, Don.
Wow.
For that super chat. Very, very appreciated. And Shay Mohebi is saying His Royal Highness's team doesn't make decisions for him. He does, and he knows the fake news. If he chose to go on, it's because he saw value in it, whether to clear the air or reach their audience directly. I don't know how exactly their team works. I know he doesn't make all decisions. I know that, because he has a team after all. But for him to go on that was absolutely, mostly, of course, he had to say yes, but I think there was some pressure there for him to go as well. It didn't seem 100% willing. And just in my opinion.
No, I think I think Princess of Pahlavi has mentioned sometimes that I'm not a child. People don't control me. I do. Like I take the advice of other people.
No, I would never insinuate that ever.
No, I know you're not, but I'm just saying that Princess of Pahlavi has made that very clear that he makes his. I mean, he listens a lot to other people and he takes feedback very seriously. And at the end of the day, it's his decision. Yeah.
Yeah, and he does have a great team.
Yes.
Thank you, Shay, for the super chat. Very appreciated.
Thank you.
And thank you for your view on that. We really appreciate views like that, by the way.
Yes.
Shauna says jinns are just Arabian desert elves. She's got a point.
Arabian desert spirits. What is that in Japan? Like the Shinto religion, kamis? What is that called? Kamis? Spirits.
Commies, the communists.
No, not that. Like, guys, commies in so commies are sacred spirits, divine forces, and natural entities venerated in Japan's native Shinto religion. Okay, so if you go to ancient religions, spirits that are that represent nature, right, are very common. Like in Shinto religion, like, you know, the river has this kami, I don't know, the tree has a kami, the wind has a kami, and you basically give what is it called when you give something a personality? You know, the verb. Anyways, so basically you personify, like, I don't forget the verb, but anyways, so basically elements within nature, if you give it, you know, give it a character, give it like a personality or something that, like a spirit that represents that you could communicate with, that is original forms of religion before we had gods. That was very, very common, right? Oh, anthropomorphizing. Exactly. Thank you. Anthropomorphize means give human characteristics. Fantastic. Thank you. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So before Islam, Arabs before Islam, jinns were that for nature. Like jinns were kind of like commies, not the commie as in communism, commie as in K. So Kami. Commies that represent, that anthropomorphize elements of nature. And they're basically in the desert, in the sand, in the winds. They would whisper into your ear, and they were revered. They weren't demons. They were spiritual, and people respected them. I mean, some of them were bad, but most of them were revered and they were being respected, right? So eventually, when Islam came, Islam was in competition to the local religions of Arabs back then. So, and the jinns were so popular that it couldn't completely get rid of them. So it had to bring it into Islam and make a place for them. This is why some of the stories in Islam, if you read like the Islamic scripture, is Muhammad, some of the early Muslims were jinns. So if you read like Islamic scripture, it tells you that when Muhammad was reciting the Quran, some of the very first entities that converted to Islam were jinns, because they listened to the Quran and they were convinced by it and they became Muslim. That's the Quran's way of convincing you that the jinns are now on Islamic side. And also the Quran tells you that the jinns used to have powers because they had access to the lowest parts of the heaven, but now they don't have that power anymore, because when they go to the lowest parts of the heaven to eavesdrop on the angels to hear the secrets of the universe, the angels throw stars at them, and that explains the shooting stars. So the Quran is saying, don't pray to the jinns anymore. They used to have powers. Now they lost access to the lowest parts of the heavens. Now you only pray to Allah. So that was Islam came and put the jinns in their place.
There we go. Thank you. And we still have a lot of super chats to get through here. Thank you, Shauna. Dan Funk, thank you for the jewels. And Tiger, thank you for the jewels. Trailer says, They say there are 72 virgins waiting for them, but if they're dead, how can they do anything with the virgins without having a male body? Oh, what is the explanation for that, actually?
They say this as well. God remakes your body.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah. And when you go there, okay, not only God makes your body, apparently when you go there, you're going to have the sexual drive and ability of 50 men.
Wow.
Yes.
Guys,
so
we
when
have
you go
some-
to heaven, everything will be bigger. But go on, sorry.
We have some updates here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have explosions.
Ooh.
We
Speaking of
50
bigger.
minutes. 50 minutes after the last explosions, we now have explosions of strikes in Quiche Island this time. Very unusual. Show you guys the map for that. Quiche Island is not really hit that often. It's more of a tourist. It's the Hawaii of Iran. It's a tourist location, and it is right here. So it's one of the many islands in the Persian Gulf in the Strait of Hormuz. Let's take a look. So Quiche Island is a tourism hub. Vowed Online is reporting, as well as Shin. Quiche was just hit 2 explosions. It seemed like it was in the water. Okay, so actually the other time that we saw Quiche hit, we saw the ships along the port side that were docked in there, the speedboats, some of them get hit. Looks like we're seeing more of that. And we're also getting strikes in Abadan. Oops, got the A there. So that would be southwest of Iran, right on the border of Iran and Iraq, close to the city of Basra. Okay, so that's pretty much, that's got to be the HIMAR rockets that the United States has. And then Quiche Island will just be regular old CENTCOM jets there. So 7 explosions. Oh, yep. We also have video footages. Oh my God, this guy again. It's like out with the annoying watermark, the video of the HIMARS being rocked. I'm not even going to show that. Anyway, it looks like the strikes are picking up right now, but they're southern coast explosions once again. So I assume CENTCOM will say something like, we're degrading the ability of the Islamic Republic to launch at commercial shipping, something like that. I think if nothing huge happens tonight, that will be the second time that Donald Trump said we're going to hit them very hard, and pretty much continued with the regular tit-for-tat strikes that are not really... I mean, we stopped the strikes a few days ago. The reason was Brad Cooper, CENTCOM commander, said it reached a limit of effectiveness, and we just don't really have much more effective targets to hit. And then we're seeing them do the same. All right, well, I guess we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe my opinion will change on that. Thank you, Trailer. And James Moore said, I had heated discussions on Facebook where I am told I have the tinfoil turban. I had to defend against Hamas propaganda, but I need help. Any Kiwis here? Any Kiwis? Is there anyone from the land down under and nearby in a little island called New Zealand? Anyone?
You know what? James, you should join our discussion group and invite more people from your time zone to our discussion group, so we could create a dedicated event segment for Kiwi people and Kiwi related people.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Any Kiwis out there, you got to back James up. Guys got to stick together.
Kiwis join the discussion group so that we have more people from that corner of the world.
Yes.
Like Joanne. Yeah, Joanne is like Kiwi from us. Yeah, Joanne is also Kiwi.
Yeah. Thank you, James Moore, for the super chat. Always appreciated to have you on here. And Alexia says, been having a difficult time, though I listen all the time. Much love. هوا تو دارم. جاوید شاه پاینده
Yeah,
ایران.
هوا تو دارم. منم هوا تو دارم.
I have your air. Like I got your back.
Yes. Get your back.
Thank you, Alexia. Very kind. Always appreciate that. And welcome back. You're gone for a bit. James Moore said, I may have defected. No.
No.
How could you do this?
No. Got your back. You always come back. You always come back.
Okay, here we go again. We have more confirmations of explosions in Bushehr. Okay, let me just put a pin for you guys there. Sorry, Bushehr's up there. So we can get a good look at where the explosions are, even though we know that they're just going to be the southern coast once again. So Bushehr has been hit. That's where the nuclear power plant right on the water is. Where else has been hit, Mr. Vahid Online? They hit the missile site near Bushehr as well. 5 explosions. Qeshm Island is once again being hit. That is the biggest island in the Strait of Hormuz. Oh my God, where am I going? It's right there. This island right here. And Bandar Abbas is also being hit. There's also intense jet activity over the skies of Iraq. All right. Well. Okay, so more, I'm not sure what they're hitting, but I guess we'll find out soon what they're hitting. Thought they ran out of targets.
But it's just south stuff. Yeah, I thought there's no point in hitting stuff in there. I thought there was no benefit. But didn't Admiral Cooper come and say like there's no point hitting stuff in the south anymore? We need to do something else. Yeah.
They did. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow what was hit.
Ooh. Ali, we need to go through the super chats because we can't hit the 3 hour mark.
Becky Gutierrez. Oh, thank you for joining, becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Becky.
And Omid Salute is saying, what more can we expect when the foreign minister is called Araqchi, means born in Iraq? Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew that, but Araq is Iraq. That's how you pronounce it in Farsi. Araqchi, Iraqi. That's why they call him the Iraqi. Thank you, Omid, for the super chat. Mario, thank you for the jewels. And Omid, with another super chat, thank you, saying his latest video is him teaching our Shah that he needs to buy Trump, and Bibi by being a real Persian. Lol, the video is on his X. Oh, I think he's talking about Nima, the grifter guy. Yeah, that just sounds stupid. Thank you, Omid. What a guy.
Thank you.
And Ian Dickinson has become a YouTube member. Nima, he said Nima. Ian Dickinson became a YouTube member. Welcome on board.
Welcome.
Glad to have you. 40 Winks says, boomers fought Vietnam, the Cold War, and the First Persian Gulf War. We fought the communists and the Islamists. The Shah was a friend. Carter was a fool. The boomers now love commies and Islamists.
What? Not all of them.
They do? I think it's more like the young people, no?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll see. The boomers now. I think you meant the new generation, not the boomers. We'll see. And also, by the way, yeah, I think so. So, by the way, 40 Wings, thank you so much for calling it the Persian Gulf War. Look at this. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Thank you. I didn't call
Thank
it
you very
the
much.
Persian Gulf War. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, 40 Winks.
Yeah, I think 40 Winks meant like the new generation. Like that was, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He was
the ones that became boomers. Right.
Well, because he was praising the boomers, yes.
Gotcha. And Kaveh, thank you for the super chat, saying he specifically stated that during the 40-day war, he refused to enter Iran under U.S.-Israeli protection and said US and Israel wanted to do that, and he backed out. So he's saying, Kaveh is saying that Nima said that. Nima said the Shah didn't want to go to Iran during the 40-day war, even under US-Israeli protection, and even though they wanted him to, he backed out. So again, you said this, right, Armin? How does he know that? Who told him this? He's just some random guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he has the access to secret classified information. But again, if that is, even if after, like if that's true, he specifically said that during the 40-day war, he refused to enter Iran. Yeah, I mean, first of all, you don't know that's true. But if that is true, that makes a lot of sense. What the hell? Like, why would he? He refused to enter Iran. I hope so. Why would you risk it? Like, no, please, no. We need Princess of Pahlavi safe.
Yeah. Thank you, Kaveh. You know, Kaveh, you got to give up on the guy. You know, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But yeah, you know just as well as us that it's just a lot of bull crap. Whole lot of horse crap there. Thank you, Kaveh, for the super chat. And Ian Dickinson, who just became a member, also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much.
No.
Yes. That's great.
Stop it. No more gifts for Ali. No, stop it.
Thank you very much. Guys, if you'd like to join the discussion group, I'm seeing some people ask, click on the description of the video. There's a link in there.
Yeah. So guys, yeah, actually, if you guys want to go talk to Ali today, it's free to go talk to Ali. Just go join. The link is in the description. The link is in the QR code at the top left. It's in the chat. It's in the bio of the Liberty Politics YouTube channel. There's so many ways that you could find it. And once you're there, you could find the next discussion group, which is Ali's here. You could just on the homepage, or you could just go to the calendar and then find the next discussion group. And if it's my picture on it, that means that it's my discussion group. But if it's Ali's picture, that means it's Ali's. Also, there's this other guy called Guy. He's Israeli. He also has his own sections too. Yes.
That's great. And then real quick, just want to correct my mistake there. So it's actually Ian Dixon, not Dickinson. My bad. And thank you for correcting me there, Amir, in the chat. Appreciate that. Next one is from Lady, saying, Armin, I love that. We need a global defense force. As for strikes tonight, are Bibi and Zelensky back home yet? I actually don't know. They've been very secretive about their whereabouts. Okay, so the explosions are continuing. Also, yes, Lady, it's a great idea. And more people need to stand up for that, because I actually see a lot of young people falling for this propaganda. And it looks like the explosions are just continuous. They're still ongoing. I'm actually really curious to see what they're hitting, because I thought they were just, they're like, okay, hey, we ran out of targets. Clearyisms, changed their username, says, arm the Iranian people. Yes, Armin.
Yes. Arm the Iranian people.
Yes. Thank you, Clearyism. Skyscraper Philosopher said, how much of Javid Shah movement is influenced by Zoroastrianism? Went to a meeting supposed to be about Iran history, ended up being about Iranian cosmology. I actually have no idea what type of meeting you went to there, but the Javid Shah movement influenced by Zoroastrianism. I mean, indirectly, yeah, but not really directly.
I think Zoroastrianism is just a symbol. Like Zoroastrian symbols are just a way that the Iranian people express their love for Iran, and they express their patriotism. Most Iranians are not Zoroastrian, but they respect Zoroastrianism as the original, religion in Iran, and they, even if they don't believe in it, they love its symbols and the fact that it's tied to the land and it represents Iran.
Yes, we see it as cultural.
Yes, exactly. So I guess to answer the question, Ali, maybe it's a powerful tool of expression of our love for Iran, and to separate. Oh, here's how it influences. It's also a symbol of us separating ourselves from Islam and the Islamic Republic. That's how it
Yeah.
says.
Yeah. So I think the meeting you went to was a little bit strange. But thank you for the super chat. And Uncle Coping says, slap, slap, slappity, boom, boom, kaboom, de Durka. Gotcha. Thank you, Uncle Coping. And welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. I mean, he's
James
there in
Moore. Oh, yeah. James Moore says, I don't believe in jinns. Magical thinking is as real as magic. I think therefore
I don't believe in jinns and spiritual creatures or anything that is spiritual, but I enjoy them. I enjoy them, as parts of history and culture. You don't have to believe. It's basically kind of like enjoying Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. They don't have to be real for us to be able to enjoy how they were created and how they're part of history and why they were created. Oh, Ali, we have to. Sorry.
Yeah, we have to go. And James Moore saying, is sex drive really that important for dead Islamists? If heaven were real, I would rather spend my time fishing. Well, you're not an Islamist, and that's great.
Hey guys, let's not shame people. There are many people who are not like jihadi and have high sex drive. Okay, let's not like. It's good to have high sex drive and enjoy have sex drive responsibly. Let's not be, what is it called, a prude. Let's not be prudes. Is that the word? Prude.
Yeah, prudish.
Okay.
Yeah, but James, if you were an Islamist, apparently your sex drive would be much higher. So, And
yes, the problem with the jihadis is that they find weird and bizarre ways the problem with jihadis is that they don't understand consent. Okay, but if you enjoy it responsibly, just go at it.
Heck yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. And Veronica says, thank you so much, Armin, for translating the song, as I don't understand Persian.
Oh, okay.
Javid Shah, Payende Iran.
Payende.
Javid Shah. Thank you. That was nice. That was a really good lyric that you chose.
No. Beautiful.
Appreciate that, Veronica. And Amy says, greetings, Khawaharzadeh.
So, nephew? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Well, that's sweet. Yes. You
Okay,
guys are learning
Aunt
so
Amy.
much. Khawaharzadeh means
you.
the son or daughter of your sister.
Aunt Amy, thank you very much. And 40 Winks saying
wait,
correction.
hold on. Sorry. Sean is saying, ha ha ha, Armin exposing himself right now. Yeah, I'm not ashamed. Like, you could know about that. Yeah, I enjoy having sex. So wow, you got me, guys. Oh no, Armin enjoys sex. Wow. Like, unlike the rest of us, apparently. Okay.
And 40 Winks saying, corrections in my previous super chat. Zoomers are the generation who love commies and Islamists. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The young people. The teens right now.
Yes, see, I knew it.
Yeah. Thank you, 40 Winks, for the correction. And Nima Farce is saying, as a fellow Nima, I don't claim him. Great. Yeah, that guy is not really representative of the Nimas out there, because I like that name. Thank you, Nima, for the super chat. And James Moore
Nima,
saying,
beautiful name, by the way. Yes.
Beautiful name. James Moore is saying, the silent generalship fought the Korean Vietnam First Gulf War. Just saying, my parents were from the silent generation. My sister is a boomer, and I am Gen X. Also, Gen Xers take no S. No, they take no crap. Gen X. So is Gen X like in their 50s? I think. Thank you, James Moore. Looks like you got some interesting upbringing.
Oh my God. No, I'm not Gen X. Almost.
Okay.
4 years short.
Thank you for the super chat. And Andre is saying, what do you think about Promethean Action's view on how Trump is bringing down the city of London and its hand in creating all the current modern-day conflict in the Middle East? I don't know what the Promethean Actions is. Oh, is that a channel on how Trump is bringing down the city of London?
Wait, this
I think
sounds
the
like a
instruments are
conspiracy.
bringing down.
What do you think about Promethean Action's view on? Okay, Promethean Action is like probably a content creator on how Trump is bringing down the city of London and his hand in creating all of the current modern day conflict in the Middle East. I think this is a whole bunch of conspiracy theory people have because because the British Empire was such a powerful force throughout history, like in recent history. The ideas of London controlling the world got so ingrained into culture and literature that even though the UK is not an empire and doesn't control the world anymore, that those ideas remain and continue to influence conspiracy theories still to this day. But the city of London is not as the city of the UK is not as historically, yes, they have been very influential and especially about how they shaped the Middle East, but right now they're not as relevant.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But thank you, Andre. I haven't seen that channel, so I apologize for not being able to answer that part.
But I can see what kind of a channel it is, and it's probably not like if I got it right, it's basically conspiracy theory channel, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. And Hezi is saying, in a tiny sense, all Jews are part Iranians due to Cyrus the Great. Aw. Heck yeah.
Oh. Yeah, sure. That's I mean, if they would like to. Sure.
He's one of us.
Beautiful. Yes.
Thank you, Hezi, for the super chat.
I like that.
So, guys, we have 2 minutes left. Just want to make sure you guys got a comprehensive view of everything that happened before we head out. These are the locations of the strikes tonight. CENTCOM just posted a statement saying that the U.S. forces began launching strikes today at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so 30 minutes ago. The strikes are a powerful response to yesterday's attempted Iranian attacks on U.S. forces based in the Middle East. Sure, powerful attack, I guess. We'll find out.
Get close, Ali.
Is that an exaggeration? I'm not really sure, but
okay, Ali, we're cutting it close. We're cutting it close. I've got another super chat. Sam is saying, yesterday I had the worst birthday of my life. Started with news in Isfahan. Oh my God. I ask everyone to not congratulate me, still crying for a loss. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sam. That's a horrible way to
sorry, Sam.
Get your birthday.
We felt terrible as well.
Anyways, guys, we have to go because we have to cut it before the 3-hour mark. So I'm just going to quickly say, see you guys same time tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. Thank you to everybody who's liking.
Yes.
Yeah, and see you guys same time tomorrow. And until then, I'm Israel Chai. Slava Ukrainian.
Slava Ukrainian.
Cuba Libre. Long live America. Javid Shah.
Javid Shah. Payende. Iran.
See you guys.